We're good. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Yes, the Centerverse there. I hope everyone is doing great. Long time since I have done a night stream. Oh my God, it's been a while. We've got a bunch of people lined up. As you could say, it kind of looks like I'm orbiting around the Earth here. So I'm going to be bringing up some fantastic people. There is James. There we are. All right, we're gonna bring up the one and only, and there we go. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome,
How
welcome,
you
welcome.
doing?
I'm doing good.
Good to
So,
hear.
what's new and exciting?
There's been lots of new and exciting stuff going on, really. Yeah, it's a crazy, wild world out there. I mean, what can I say? There's do you want to be a conspiracy theorist? Do you want to be a crazy religious person? I don't know. Like we're all there. We all make the numbers up.
Okay.
But I'd like to start off talking about the latest thing that's just really gone crazy in YouTube at the moment, and these drones. I don't know if you guys have been hearing about these drones that are flying around America and Australia, and it's wild. It's wild.
Are they showing up in Australia too now?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. So I heard that on a news thing that I come across this morning, that these things have actually been in numerous countries. I haven't actually done my deep dive research.
I've only seen them in New Jersey and Pennsylvania so far, but I'm not a good researcher. If it's showing up in Australia too, that's fucking crazy as shit. I have more than an opinion as to what they actually are, and we can get to that later. A little teaser for you, but I'm pretty sure, I'm 98% sure I know what's going on.
Well, just to be sure, we're not allowed to call them UFOs anymore. They're UAPs these days, which is what is it? Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
Huh.
It is.
Unidentifiable? I don't know. Everyone seems to be identifying what they think they are. And I mean, it's funny as well. One of the crazy things that I find that's going on is the various sizes these things are coming in at. I mean, first they were as big as a car. I don't know if anyone's noticed. Now it's as big as a school bus. Look.
I heard SUV. I thought SUV was a kind of nice middle ground, but yeah, it's crazy that let me start it by saying this whole drone thing. I've got friends in New Jersey, one specifically. She started sending me pictures of this. This is how I found out about it 2 weeks ago. So she sends me pictures of what's going on in her neighborhood and shit. And she's like, "Have you heard about this?" And I was like, "No." So I started looking into it. These fucking drones, I don't know if they're as big as a school bus. I doubt it, but they're big commercial fucking drones. These aren't the DJI Phantoms that YouTube cocksuckers are flying around, showing lakes and whatever the fuck else. Like, these are big motherfucking commercial pieces of equipment. I was a little skeptical until she started sending me pictures from her fucking porch, showing the things above the house. And they're not just fucking there. They're moving around. They're scanning the location. They're scanning the area. And it's not one, it's not two. Even the government and police forces have admitted that they've put in reports saying there's up to 50 to 120 of these things.
Wow.
Yeah. The Coast Guard, the United States Coast Guard, sent a report in that got, I don't know if it was leaked or exposed or whatever. Their report was that 14 separate drones were following their Coast Guard boat back to shore. So we're talking about a massive operation in some fucking manner, and it's definitely not fake. It's going on, and I don't want to expose it right now, but I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. As the host of the show leaves, excellent, absolute bullshit, unprofessional bullshit.
No, I'm here, just doing some stuff.
And look, one of the crazy things as well, I mean, there's lots of conspiracy theories. They recently arrested 2 or 3 fellas for flying drones over an airport space. That's like absolutely relatively hot off the press information. Like, that's today in my world. And I think that's also part of keeping the population calm.
Well, that didn't work, because people are now firing guns. If you look on Twitter and stuff, they're firing guns at these things now.
Oh my God! Wow, no, I haven't seen that.
They're shooting now. It's been weeks. This didn't just happen. This was going on for 2.5 weeks before I even found out about it. So now it's been like a month. These things are fucking flying around, and people are getting fed up with the lack of. People are getting fed up with the lack of transparency from the government. They're getting fed up with the lack of answers they're getting from their fucking parliamentarians, and now they're like the United States does. They're bringing out the guns and they're firing at the drones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. And then I heard something today, because, like I say, YouTube is absolutely riddled with this stuff at the moment. I think it might have been one of these paranormal channels that I follow. I can't remember his name at the moment. He was saying that apparently somebody has got a missing nuclear device. I mean, this is all just hearsay, people. Don't take anything serious. Don't go like, doomsday prepping just yet, because there's lots of stuff out there. And that these things are meant to be trying to find the missing nuke. I also heard that one this morning. It's just like, oh my God, really?
Well, no, that's actually touching on what I'm 98% sure it might be. I don't want to give it up yet. I want more people coming in here to hear this first.
Well, I've already actually heard that information, so we haven't even discussed that. And yeah, I've already heard that theory this morning as well.
Did Oilers fans do a proper intro, or what happened here? I feel like we
I did. Yeah, I did. No, I did. I did my 40 something or other intro, and then so yeah.
Well, look, what's up, chat? What's up, panel guests? Oilers, thanks so much for having me on. Fucking A. And this is going to be a little bit of a fun one. I coaxed these two into doing this tonight, so let's fucking go.
I know. So there's none of this friggin' like last friggin' sentence and pissing off crap. You gotta sit all this shit in now. You're here. You are in it to win it.
That's right.
Ain't getting rid of us.
Nope.
Oilers fans, what's your opinion on this fucking drone thing before I go into because I read some shit today and it all made sense, and I can't wait to say it, but I want your opinion first.
I've only heard bits and pieces. I really don't know a whole lot. So you guys are, gonna have to teach me, and I'm just gonna sit back and listen.
The ways.
That's right. But that's
Well, yeah. So it's wild and crazy. The funner channel.
Right.
Ooh, the funner channel.
So basically,
how fun we're going to be today, Carol.
It's
the serious channel today. News, views, topics, conspiracies. We're getting to the nitty gritty of it, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. It's going down.
So when my friend from Jersey,
and also because I'm now one of your admins, I can't restream it to my channel. That's a pain in the bum.
Really?
So
hey,
I've
Carol,
just,
good to see you.
Started up a live stream anyway, and just streaming the whole video. We just can't share comments like restreaming together.
Really? How come? because it's enabled. Hang on here.
We definitely want to hit an audience with this one. We got to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because Euler's made me one of his admins today, I think I can't restream for that reason.
And here, please do sub up to my good buddy there, Stick. There, that's his channel.
The Storage Shed Man, yay!
So I hate to say this too. This is going to be total abortion, unprofessional bullshit. But we started too quickly, and I couldn't. I hadn't figured out how to go through my StreamYards or Streamlabs with the new Stick Solid channel, so I'm not restreaming right now either. Unfortunately.
It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, it should say up the top of the StreamYard thing, stream this to your audience. There should be a button.
Well, that'll go to the nuked one. So I haven't set it up yet.
No, it should go to the channel. It should go to the channel you're appearing on now.
That's a lot to ask of me right now, live on stream.
You are restreaming me.
I am.
Oh, Carol, Banshee is, because I went and it's all of us on there. It's just
no, I'm not. I'm not restreaming. I'm not restreaming. I've actually gone live on my tab as well, and I'm sharing the screen.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Well, not quite, because when you're actually restreaming it, anyone that comments on your channel, or if I had been able to restream it to my channel, all those comments will come up on the side StreamYard. Anyone that restreams, all comments come up on the side.
Are people seeing this live stream on your channel though right now?
Correct, they are.
So then we're good.
Yeah, I just can't see everyone's comments on my stream without sort of dashing over.
And Carol said she just subbed up to you there, Stick.
Oh, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. We had an unfortunate incident a couple weeks ago, and we're starting fresh. We got the fresh linen, the fresh dryer sheets. We're starting fresh.
Fresh underpants, fresh bras, fresh wigs.
So anyways, I guess we'll just fucking roll on with this. So what I think's going on here is when I first heard about this drone thing, like I said, from my friend in New Jersey there, I gave my opinion on immediately to her on what was going on, and it was pretty close to what I think is going on. Now, I read a couple of other posts. I've been following this now for a couple of week and a half now, but it's been going on for about a month. And then somebody pops up, I think it was on Twitter, and this is what Banshee Hunter was referring to earlier. This hypothesis kind of got super big on Twitter, and what it was some professional who didn't want to name themselves, and they were like, I know what's going on here, and this is my background, this is how I know. And they're like, there's no way, and I agree with this, there's no way the American government is gonna allow something in their airspace without either blowing it up or fucking knowing what's going on. Now, I understand the FBI has already said, we don't know what's going on, we're looking into it, but that's just one faction of the government. There are other factions that probably just told the FBI, guess what? On this one, you're the scapegoat. So you go up, you say you don't know what's going on. Anyways, this person on Twitter was like, 1000%, this is not from another country. 1000%, it's not aliens, unless they very quickly learned how to use LED lights on their fucking alien crafts.
Well, that's what I was thinking as well. I'm thinking, come on, man, aliens aren't sticking fucking lights and bulbs and crap on their things to go, this is the front, these are the wings. No.
Yeah. Like these so, and I believe there's something going on with UAPs and aliens, but I don't think this is it, because the other out of this world spacecrafts that they have are totally silent, no emissions, no lights, no nothing. And these drones have very obvious blinking red and green lights. So unless the aliens decided that RGB lighting was cool, I don't think this is fucking aliens, buddy.
No, correct. And you know what? I thought that exact same thing myself. I'm thinking, man, if aliens have been flying around for like 50, 80, 200, 500 years or whatever, I'm pretty sure they don't need lights to identify that another one's flying towards them. I think all their sensors and everything could be pretty damn freaking, top-notch stuff.
So this Twitter
like
person,
an alien's going to go, we're going to be discreet. Let's put on lights. Yeah. Come on.
So this Twitter person, is my audio okay, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this Twitter person goes on to say, here's what my opinion as a professional in the industry goes. These are in-house United States commercial military drones. And then you call it a conspiracy theory, just call it a theory, whatever. Apparently, there may or may not have been some unaccounted for ballistic ordnance, whether they're nuclear or not, that are somewhere in the States. And apparently, and this is just from what the person on Twitter was saying, these drones have been dispatched by the United States government, whether they're going to lie about it or not, which they are up to this point. And they are scanning the neighborhoods that I guess they think these things might be in, and they're looking for they've got technology you wouldn't believe, and they're scanning, searching for certain indicators that the drones are able to detect as far as, are these ordnance actually here? Did they slip through the border? Did they come across the sea? So long story short, for the layman, which I am one of them, the guy on Twitter says these are United States drones. They don't want to admit it yet. They don't want to give up their cover yet. But these drones are searching for something dangerous in these neighborhoods.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's probably where the nuclear warhead rock, whatever they are, is coming into play.
Yeah. And it makes sense to me because the government is never there's a thing called tactical advantage, and part of tactical advantage, it's not always boots on the ground. Sometimes it's information wise. And if this was such a threat that the United States government had to send out 50 to 120 fucking drones to scan for a dangerous thing, they're not going to want you to know that until it's already over and done with. So are they going to lie? Yes. Are they going to use a scapegoat like the FBI and say, hey, FBI, it's your turn. You're going to go on camera and say you don't know what's going on, but you're looking into it? And that's where, once the government tells the public that there's a organization like the FBI and they're looking into it, then the population starts to calm down. Okay, well, these guys are looking into it, right? We will find out as time goes by. I almost guarantee you we will find out that these were United States deployed drones. And if the guy on Twitter was right, they're looking for some kind of threat, and we'll see what happens. That's all. That's what I know. And I tend to believe that that's probably what's happening.
So, and the other thing is, the other elephant in the room, I guess, is it as big as a flying bus? Is it as big as a flying car? Because, it's hard to get a distance and sizes of a nighttime, which is when they're predominantly visible. And I'm thinking that's because, the aliens are using the RGB lights, which is ridiculous. And yeah, it's hard to tell the distance. Even if you're driving a car on the road on a dark highway like I live out on, where there is no street lights, minimal traffic, and you want to dip your high beam, and then you will actually put your high beam down to low beam, and then you realize, oh shit, that car's still a really long way away. I'll put my spotlights and stuff back on. So how can anyone be sure how big these things even are?
Well, there was another commentator on YouTube who I guess he says, the guy that I was watching, he's actually one of the manufacturers of these big commercial drones. He didn't say that the drones that are being flown are ones that he manufactures, but his are just about the same size. They're the size of a small car. And what he was saying was these things only show up between 5 p.m. and 2 a.m. So it's not happening in broad daylight and this and that. It is hard to gauge distance. I don't care what kind of phone you've got. It's still hard to film at night, even with the best Android phone.
But is it happening? I think it's probably still happening in broad daylight myself. I just sort of think that it's not going to be as noticeable of a daytime as opposed to nighttime, with the flashing alien lights, which is a load of crap. Like, really, people, aliens are not going to have lights on their wings, lights on the nose. And apparently these things are generally predominantly...
if it makes anyone feel better, I can promise you there probably are aliens, but these aren't them. This is not an alien thing. I promise
the political aliens.
And the biggest proof of that, is the Instagram videos that I saw of a guy in New Jersey firing a fucking semi-automatic rifle at one of them in the air, and it's just hovering there trying to dodge the bullets. Aliens don't give a fuck. Like, they can be here and gone like that. They're not dodging no bullets. So I promise you this isn't alien shit.
No, I don't think so either. Because not only that, I do believe that an alien ship would be not necessarily round like the space, sources or whatever.
They are though. They are. I've seen it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that. Well, they're UAPs now. They're not UFOs anymore. It is Lucky Strike as long as you've got your camera on and we know that you've got clothes on.
Yeah, no porn bombing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I do believe that.
Then I will pin it then. Okay, I didn't do that.
I've actually got it pinned over on my channel too. So I do believe that they're not necessarily going to be round, but they will be streamlined.
Hold on one sec, because now I'm going to press you just because I love you so much. Have you seen that? Have you seen that video of the pilot? It was a 747 aircraft, and he pulled his cell phone out, and he got one of them on video, and it's 1000% been debunked as a fake. It is real, and it shows this craft, and it's on an angle like this, and it looks. You see the picture behind us? Those UFOs. It looks like that, and it's traveling at an angle like this. I don't know if you can share screen and pull that up. It's on YouTube. That is a 1000% certified video, and there's a bunch of different types apparently of these UAPs, but that's one that's been caught on a cell phone from a pilot, and it looks just like these ones.
Do you have a link to it there? I can go look at it, and
I can get a link if you share a screen. I'll get a link. Hold on,
or just put it in the back chat, and I'll go get it.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't look up. That's correct. Don't look up because you might see something and convince yourself that it's something that it's not.
I think that there are that's a slippery slope when you start talking about extraterrestrials and aerial phenomena. If you start saying too much and getting too confident, then you start looking like a tinfoil hat cocksucker.
Okay, we have somebody backstage. Just hang tight.
Lucky Strike, can you touch your nose, please, so we know you're not a video?
Your hair.
Awesome.
Your hair.
She touched your nose.
Okay, perfect. All right.
We know you're not a video.
No, I'm not video.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Just don't mind the banner for a moment. We're not being rude. We're just being careful.
No,
Welcome
absolutely not. No, I get it.
Yes. Okay.
I'm so glad.
So, what's your input, Lucky Strike? Whereabouts do you live, Lucky?
I live in
Louisiana. In the world. Oh, okay.
Yes. And you guys are talking about the drones and everything, and I've been kind of like in the bushes. I don't believe it's aliens. I believe it's our own people. And from what I understand and looking through some of the stuff that I've been looking through, investigating it, is that, and I could be wrong about this, but, there was some kind of, I guess, 8 nuclear packages that was sent to Ukraine, and for some reason they lost one of them, and for some reason it was brought back here to the United States, and it is friendly flow, but obviously, as you can tell, the way that we're reacting, we're telling ourselves here in the U.S., oh, look, it's up in the sky. What is it? Because we want to know so bad, but sometimes it's best for us to not know if we're not in the position to know, because we couldn't handle it. So I know that from what I read, and it might not be true or not, but it is something that's going on right now that is on a higher level, that we do need stuff like AI or higher to try to detect it, because we don't know, what it is. But I know it's not aliens.
No, that's right. But I mean, come on, let's face it. Apparently this stuff's been happening since I think the beginning of November in Jersey was the first sightings over in America. And you're telling me that the government, with all their F111s, F14s, or whatever they are, and all their technology, like as if the government's still scratching their head, go, "Oh, we don't know, but don't panic."
Oh, they know. Yeah.
So with the new age of phones and everybody being, able to record life as it happens and stuff, you're going to be seeing more of this shit. I just put 2 links in the back chat. We just got, what is it? An abundance of W's, because I thought there was only 1 video from a pilot. There's actually 2, and they're both verified as real videos. So Oilers fans is looking at them right now. They should be YouTube shorts, because it's actually getting kind of hard to find these videos, but these pilots are pulling out their fucking cell phones and they're like, fuck the government, fuck the military. I'm going to show it on Twitter and show it on Instagram. Here it is. I'm a pilot.
Are you still there, Oilers? Or have you gone for a tinkle time, or what are you up to?
I think he's looking at, I just put the 2 links.
Yeah, I am. I'm just looking at that there, but I'm trying to present one, so bear with me here.
But Lucky Strike is right. Like that's Lucky Strike. That's what I was talking about before when you first started talking there. Tactical advantage isn't just boots on the ground and guns firing. Sometimes it's information. And if the government thinks that it's better to lie about this and not tell you right away, that's what they're going to do. And that's what we are seeing them doing. They're saying they don't know where these are from. But now that we found out about this possible ordnance threat, something dangerous in these areas they're searching, now you're eventually going to see them saying, we had to withhold the information for a tactical advantage. We didn't want adversaries knowing what we were doing, and that's why we didn't tell you right away.
Oh, wow. I want to see this.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Well, there's 2. This is the first one. Wait till the second. The second one is the big one.
There we go. It's on. Oh.
He is on a routine flight soaring over Medellin, Colombia. Little does the captain know he's about to find out he's sharing the friendly skies.
The pilot does us the favor of showing his altimeter, and we can see that he's flying around 30,000 feet in altitude.
The pilot then points his camera phone out of the cockpit window, and watch this as he zooms in. A metallic-looking object, a polyhedron of some sort, whizzes by in a straight line. We slow it down and zoom in further. You can see it kind of looks like a cube.
It has these kind of little points that stick out. It does seem to be darker in color and not like a bright, shining balloon. Whatever this is, it definitely shouldn't be there.
One theory is that if we were visited by another civilization, they might send probes.
Yep.
So that's the juice of it. This is a cell phone video. You can't fake that much camera movement. He's showing he's a pilot. He's showing his gauges, his altimeter, and then he just points it out the fucking window.
Okay, now I'm going to
how hard that is to fake.
I'm going to show the other one now, or do you want me just to finish this one up?
Well, no, don't finish that one up. That's good, but the second one you're going to play is the one that I was originally talking about. It was just luck that I found the first one. The second one actually shows you so these are 2 different types of UAPs. The cube one has been documented, and if you watch Senate hearings on UFO, UAP, whatever, they talk about a cube-shaped thing with a...
Oh, this one here is just a short one. It's a real short one.
Inside the cube. Now, the second video is the one I was talking about, where you can actually see the shape of the other type of craft that looks like the original disc shape and whatever the fuck else. And the weird part is it's flying at an angle. Like, it's just watch the second one.
Oh, we did. We already watched both of them.
I didn't see a second one.
Yeah, I didn't see the second one. Yeah, I didn't see the second one.
Hang on.
Okay. I was on other tabs. I was like doing stuff in another world.
So what are they saying this cube thing is?
As far are you asking me?
Yes.
Okay, so as far as I know, I've heard about this cube thing before. And like I say, if you watch the UFO UAP Senate hearings, they bring this up. Commander David Fravor from the United States Air Force and a couple others. David Grush, another one. He was involved in very classified UAP things. They've all said that they've witnessed these cube-shaped objects, and it looks like inside the cube there's a sphere. And this thing just moves wherever the fuck it wants to move. So I've heard the cube one, but the second video that I didn't see you play it, but the second video
It was
shows
real quick. It was real quick.
the second video shows another type of UAP that looks like the ones in our background right now, disc shaped. And those are the type of the disc shaped ones. Those are the type of ones we know as kids. Oh, UFOs, fucking, discs. Well, people from the 60s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, they might not have been lying, because watch this second video.
We did. We okay. I could play the. Hang on here.
I admittedly missed the second one as well, because I was kind of,
yeah. Okay.
playing
Just
with
hang on here.
tabs like I'm always doing.
Well, we saw the one with the airplane, right? That's the one with
They're both from an airplane.
Okay.
That's what these pilots are doing. The pilots are like, everyone thinks we're crazy and lying, so we're just pulling out our cell phones and we're going to show you what we're seeing.
Is this the one
I know, like, if you think that we're like, if anybody thinks that we're the only ones in this universe, this world, this galaxy, whatever you want to call it, then you got to be kidding me. But like, what they're showing right now is drones, and they look like planes. They've got 4 propellers, whatever you want to call it. But the fact that they're hovering in one of the most populated states in the country, New Jersey being the most populated states, they're getting videos of these things going into the water. And, with everything that we have, why can't we, yes, are we ready to know the truth and what's going on? Or how are we going to be able to deal with it? You've got
one second. One second. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we want to keep this like factual, and the going into water, that was debunked. That never happened. But what did happen, she's not totally wrong. What did happen was these drones were seen flying out to sea. And then somebody else said that they apparently thought there was a charging station way out in the ocean on a barge on some kind of boat. So they're not going into the water, but they are going out to sea and then coming back from sea out in the air.
So Stick, this one here is just 8 seconds long.
This is the big one.
Okay, here we go.
See if you can pause it when you see the motherfucker. Look at that. Well, keep.
Oh shoot! Hang on here. Just wait. There
Basically, I've seen higher quality footage. It's a disc-shaped object flying at an angle like this.
Right. Okay, let's play.
It's hard to find this video, believe it or not.
It is. So, yeah, it just went like by so quickly. Anyways.
I'll see if I can find a better one.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find another one.
Sure.
I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to like, because the video, I like the video. I love seeing stuff like that, but this is not drones. Like, the question is like, what are these? They're drones. They've categorized it already as drones. They're not saying they're unidentified flying objects. They're not saying they're UAPs. They're not saying they're drones. What are they doing here? What is their motive? What are they trying to look for? They're looking for something. And yes, maybe we don't need to know that they're looking for nuclear bombs.
Well, I also think the government. I think the government knows very well what they are. Otherwise, there'd be absolute free. There'd be more friggin' Air Force planes up in the sky monitoring the skies if the government didn't know. I mean, then you got the government going saying things. Even though I'm in Australia, I've been paying a lot of attention to this because it's just like, what the fuck? And yeah, I mean, the government's going, hey, look, don't worry, guys, not a threat. It's all sweet. They know what it is.
But they're telling the fire department. They gave a list of the fire department of what not to do, just what to wear. It's hazardous. They're giving them a list of what to be aware of. Like, why are you giving them a list if you don't know what they are? Like, why are you giving these precautions? And like, I just don't get how they don't know. But I mean, they shot a couple down, where's the evidence of that?
I think they do
They
know.
do know. Like if
I don't know. I don't know if they've shot any down yet. I haven't seen any evidence of them shot down yet. I've seen them shot at.
Right. And that was a BB gun, by the way. If you look at that video, you can see like the little bullets going and stuff. That is not a shotgun. That looks like a BB gun or some kind of paintball. The way that it kind of curves, and so it's not a shotgun, because I mean, who's going to shoot a shotgun up in the sky?
So apparently one's meant to have crashed. So this morning on my just because I've been watching it so much, it's just coming up through my news feed crazy.
I just put a better video in back chat. Banshee Hunter, are you talking about they reported that a plane ended up colliding with one of the drones? Is that what you're talking about?
No. They reckon that one of these drones has crashed. And the other thing as well is, you've got, like, there's even like sheriff's departments, local sheriff's departments going, well, we don't know what the fuck it is. No one's telling us. Where the sheriffs actually set up one of their own drones with all its advanced friggin' shit on it. And even their own drones, sheriff department drones, can't pick up and trace these drones. And apparently this morning in Australia time, they reckon one of them had crashed to the ground now, let alone having the technology to stay charged up enough to stay in the sky that long. So
I want to go back to this
than what we have access as civilians.
I want to go back to this ocean thing that Lucky Strike said. Now there's two areas of thought here. If we're talking about actual UAPs that have been reported by the United States Air Force, and they talked about it in the UAP congressional hearings, those UAPs have been reported and seen as going directly down into the ocean and fucking off. Sometimes they come up out of the ocean and fuck off upwards. But that's not these drone things. Those are other reports.
Do you think that maybe they're like the ones that are UAPs that are coming from the water are trying to tell us something? That there's something more going on that we're not aware of? And because it's just like, with the, I just like, they've been living, like, we can only go so far in the ocean.
Yeah,
but
I haven't seen any footage yet of the water stuff.
There is no footage of the water stuff.
I have watched a lot of footage so far. I've heard people say that they're flying over the water.
Yeah, there are videos where it shows like there's 9 of them and they turn into diamond, like a rectangle, not a rectangle, a triangle, and they're coming down. But it's dark at night, so you can't really tell if they're going in the water or what's going on, but they disappear. So you don't have that like close-up visual of them going down. Now there is one video that these guys were on the boat listening to music, and they just happened to be cruising, and you could tell like the way they're going is they're going back from where they're coming from, and the guy just happened to pan to his buddy and just turn around and pan to the ocean, and there's the same color orb, bluish turquoise, underwater. That's totally different than what we're seeing with drones. So
can we do this? Can we do this just for clarity and brevity? If we're talking about UAPs that have been reported by the government, let's say UAPs. But if we're talking about this New Jersey, Pennsylvania drone thing, let's say drones.
Drones, yes. There's a big difference. These are way different. The UAPs are way different than these drones.
The UAP is an unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
So I guess a UFO being unidentified flying object, because it still is technically an unidentified flying object. I mean, there's as civilians, all we've got conspiracy theories, but the government's telling nothing.
I'm just saying, just for clarity's sake, because we're starting to unravel what's going on with these drones. But the UAP thing is totally different. And if we start having fun on panel like we are and mixing those two things up, people are going to get confused, right?
Exactly. So I get that. Yeah. Okay. So the two are different, and like with social media now and cameras, we are seeing more in the sky than we did back in the days. Like I'm 46 years old. Back in the days, we didn't have that, so we couldn't document it. We couldn't like take cameras and video it. Now I mean, you can pretty much anything you have in your hands has a camera on it, you can record it. The UAPs, it's out there. There's got to be more than just us. But these drones, what are they doing here? What's going on? Is this something to do with what's going on in Russia and Ukraine? All that all that craziness going on there? Like.
Well, hold on a sec here, because when you're talking about the brevity of what we're talking about, did you just say you're only 46 years old or 42 years old?
I'm 46. Yes.
Bullshit.
No. Yes. 1978.
Well, that's more fucking phenomenon than these goddamn drones. Fucking
no makeup. I'm an alien. Right. You didn't know that? No.
Is that link? Lord. Check that link. Check the link.
I'm so glad I walked into this because I was waiting for a live chat that had this, because I'm like, so many questions. I've seen so many videos. I've been watching so many different links, and I'm just like, I want to know too. Damn it! I look up at the sky.
Yes, thank you, Stick.
I'm looking up at the
thank
sky.
you, Stick. Is that what you want to? Is that what you want to fucking hear? Thank you, Stick.
Thank you, Stick.
So there was a few of us talking about this backstage before, and Stick's like, man, you need to go live. I'm telling you, people want to freaking talk about this shit.
Yes,
I'm gonna play this now. Here we go. It's Joe Rogan's talking about this.
You know, here
Watch
it is.
This. So play this. I mean, what in the fuck is that?
So look at that, and look at that line. It's up on a 45-degree angle. That is, and the speed that it's kind of moving is the speed that I saw something in only at night.
But you have to take into consideration that this plane is moving in a specific direction, and the UFO is moving in the opposite direction.
So faster.
It looks much faster than it actually is. So even if that was like, I mean, what in the fuck is that?
Wait till they're gonna pause it for you, and then you pause it, and they got the perfect.
Look at that, and look at that line. It's up on a 45-degree angle. That is
right there.
There we go.
Look at that.
Wow.
Okay, so just to confirm what I was saying before, that's not a round freaking saucer. That's got probably aerodynamic tips on it.
Kind of looks like a stingray.
Yeah.
Well, last I knew, Stick, and this is where I'm going to pull out my smart ass. It's not a friggin' flying friggin' disc like you were trying to bloody sell me before.
Fair enough.
Okay. Sorry, Wendy.
I'll take the L on that one. But what I will say is, as far as photography and videography, look at this screenshot.
Yeah,
do you see that there's even a reflection of the sun in the right position on the top of that UAP?
Yes.
There's no way you can fake this with, like, this is a real cell phone footage.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that? And it's
There'll
still
be a
flying.
distortion in the clouds because it's all like it would have been all digital, and the clouds would not be shaped the way it is. Like you could just tell it would have been moving with this object, and it's flowing right through.
Just like the first video that we watched of the cube was flying in the same kind of way. It's just a direct, straight path. They're almost going the exact same speed. Like, this is how they fucking do it. And that thing, whatever that thing is, knows there's a plane right there. It's almost like it's showing itself to the pilot.
So what do they want? Like, what is going on? I want to know what is going on. Are we going to see War of the Worlds, or what's going on here? I'm like, why are they so curious about us? And my question is that how come they have legs and arms like us? And why do they have that body form? Except for like the sexual parts, why do they have the legs and arms? What's going on?
We don't know what they look like yet.
Yeah. From what we've seen,
what is it,
documentaries.
Patriot, what do you think it is?
Come on up. The link is pinned. Patriot's been up before.
What's up, Patriot? What's up, occult examiner? I know who you are.
I love this because I've got so many questions.
I know who that is as well.
So to get everybody's opinion, like if I'm wrong about something, I'm going to take it in and I'm going to absorb it because I want to know too. Like I'm curious.
Well, I'll from my fucking research, I'll put your mind at ease just a little bit because that's what Stick does.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be a War of the Worlds thing. These people or these things, whatever these things are, the UAPs.
So you're saying that Tom Cruise is not going to save us all, or what?
whatever this
Orson
extraterrestrial
Welles.
thing is, if these motherfuckers wanted to wipe us out, we'd have been gone a long time.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hell spells,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's not going to, nobody's trying to kill us. Nobody's trying to invade us. I think, in my opinion, and I want to hear the rest of you guys, my opinion, not the drone thing, but the UAP thing. My opinion on the UAPs is they've been here for a very, very long
absolutely.
time. Very
Correct,
long
which is
time.
what Patriot's just saying now. Nothing new.
And on
Yeah.
top of that, I think now with the social media and how we've adapted and grown and evolved as a society, I think now is the time that they're just giving us little tidbits, just showing us a little bit here and there. Because if they didn't want to be seen, they wouldn't be seen. But we're seeing them a lot more now. So they're kind of just saying, hey, we are here. Here's a little bit. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. But here we are. Just don't freak out. Here we
But
are.
everyone is freaking out. And,
Yeah,
and not
I don't
only
think we
that,
can
it
handle
seems
it.
that it seems that your smaller sheriff's departments and stuff like that have no knowledge of what's going on. So just from what I've been hearing, the little people, the little minions like all of us, we're not being clued in, but the big high up officials, they seem to know. And that's why they haven't been worried about it for like 6 weeks.
Everybody puts so much brevity and trust in local law enforcement, like you just said. But just so you know, local law enforcement in your town, they're just people doing a job. The average cop on the side of the road is not going to have answers for you because they don't know either.
Stick, we got somebody backstage. Just hang tight here.
Oh, that means it's somebody bad. Let's go. Let's do it.
Hello.
No, it's not bad.
Hello. No, it's not bad. What?
No, I said they're not
we got
bad.
here.
I'm here.
Hello.
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 I'm here.
Alrighty. Perfect. We got a panel.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Excellent choice.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good.
So let me give a little bit of an intro. This is Jersey, and the unnamed person I was talking about before that lives in New Jersey that was sending me pictures is now talking to you live and proud. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Who's this Jimbo guy? Thunderhawk.
I know Jimbo.
Oh, okay. Hello. Welcome.
Jersey,
Yeah,
this is where
Jimbo's
you
cool.
jump in because if anyone's going to
Yes.
know about this, it's her. She literally lives there and she's been watching them.
Go for it. Take it away.
Yes,
Yeah,
go
so-
for it, please.
So I'm right in the midst of it. I am watching everything unfold, and I typed in Banshee's chat that really the most active hours here are between 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. 5 p.m. There are quite a few out. And during the later hours, there are more out. And they tend to get lower as the evening goes on. Now, I had read and I had sent something to Stick, an article that I had read. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes, ma'am.
You're good.
Okay, because I'm hoping to be able to read this to you, and I'm hoping that it makes a little bit of sense. After I read this, it makes sense to me. And it's the only thing that makes sense to me. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to go ahead
Go
and
for
read it. And it was a post on Twitter. They type, what you were seeing are American-made HPGE nuclear detector drones. They can detect the presence of gamma rays miles away, but what is a gamma ray? That's the stuff we attribute to radiation, electromagnetic waves that penetrate you and cause cancer. HPGE drones are built to inspect nuclear sites, but these ones aren't. In the late 2000s, the DoD needed a response to the threat of dirty bombs from ISIS coming into the ports in New York and New Jersey. They've been stocking up on these drones for a while. Some were deployed to Ukraine when Russia threatened the use of dirty bombs. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. They look weird because they're heavy and have giant cryocoolers mounted and giant horn antennas that communicate on wave frequencies that can't be jammed. This is where I come in.
It's me, it's Jimbo.
The technology.
Hey, Jim.
Hi, Jimbo. The technology these drones use have few suppliers, both for wave equipment and the high purity germanium. The same suppliers that are the backbone of my industry. Yeah. So what are they doing? Collecting information how public will react and testing their ability to sweep a port city like New York for dirty BOMBS.
And that's the first thing that I said to you was I think that they're testing something and seeing the public's reaction. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Jersey was chose because we're the closest port city to New York, and New York would be too dense for reliable wave comms. But why is the DoD silent? And in parentheses, it has 9/11. Again,
so let me
go ahead, Stick.
No, you are. What? If you got more, go more. If
yeah,
not,
I do.
I'll jump in.
Because in a scenario we have a threat of a dirty BOMB, and the public doesn't know yet that the DoD needs to know how the public would react if these were deployed to sweep a city. What many don't realize is Ukraine is the reason we're here. That was the first time we deployed them in a combat zone, but make no mistake, they're for protecting the homeland, as DoD brought hundreds of thousands to act as swarms capable of sweeping a city.
So one of the big questions that people are going to say is, how are these, like, how do they have the technology to fucking detect things from the air and this and that? And I just want to say, from my trucking experience, I don't know if you've ever seen some of the more high-tech weigh stations. Like, truckers, they drive through the United States, they go through weigh stations, sometimes they get pulled over, sometimes they don't. I'm going to tell you right now, and this is from my own experience, there are some truck weigh stations that are so sophisticated, even before you get within a kilometer of the truck stop, they have sensors in the road that can detect methane, excessive heat. They can detect explosive materials. They got sniffers in the pavement, right?
Yeah.
So if the truck weigh scales can detect hazardous goods before you even pull into the truck stop, I guarantee you that whatever's in these drones can sniff and detect things 10 times better than a truck stop in Minnesota.
So, I agree with LW. It's probably military, and that's why there's not much being said about it. And that's why the smaller sheriff's officers and stuff don't know about it, because they don't have a high enough clearance to be told what's going on.
Right.
But and you notice we're the only country, the U.S., that tells on ourselves. If it's not the news media telling what we're doing, because if you look at other countries, they don't tell on themselves what they're doing, especially when it comes to government, especially when it comes to military. We're the only ones that tell on ourselves.
And
that goes back to tactical advantage. Is it more important to keep your tactical information advantage safe and lie to the public, or is it more important to appease the public and tell everybody in the world what they're doing?
Keep it safe.
Exactly.
Right. And this last bit goes on to say, my guess is Iran situation made the drill a priority. Make no mistake, a dirty BOMB is or was until now the greatest threat to America. A few going off in NYC and central LA would cripple us. The evidence we'd need to respond in kind would be impossible to get in time or at all. All our toys would be worthless with no target. Oh, and how do we know they're not foreign owned? Well, because I'm confident they're HPGE drones. But even if you didn't believe me, you can see they have bright lights on them to keep our air traffic safe, something an enemy wouldn't care about. And that's the end.
I mean, I kind of am going to, when it comes to, I'm kind of like teetering towards the fact that it is here to protect us for something that, nuclear, that might have slipped in, that, I mean, no regular civilian will be able to have the ability, the tools, or anything to detect this. And with everything that's going on with Ukraine and Russia and the stuff that we're having to deal with other countries because of our president, I'm sorry, Biden right now, we kind of put us in a situation, you know what I mean? And I mean, as someone who served, it's sometimes best not to know until we have to know and be prepared just in case.
Yep.
Always be prepared in the back hand. I'm prepared.
Look,
and
thank you.
And also,
Thank
like
you
I
for
was
your
mentioning
service,
at the start, is
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
But like I was saying at the start as well, I think the arresting of a couple of people that have been flying drones over airspace is a way to kind of sedate the population a little bit, to suppress all the conspiracies, because otherwise people are going to keep wanting answers. And now there will be a percentage of people happy with the answers of, oh, we knew it was humans flying drones the size of buses and RVs and whatever crazy stuff that's going out.
Is it possible to fly something that big and battery life?
Yeah,
is it possible for a drone?
They're called a Boeing. They're called a Boeing 747. Yes, it is possible.
These things are huge. I mean, I have personally seen them.
Have you? Oh my God.
We're not talking about, like I said, we're not talking about something that is just small. I meant we're talking.
Correct.
I've been out, and just the noise itself. I meant the noise is really, 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 really loud. I meant,
and see, that's where there's been two different opinions. Some people have been saying they're quiet, and some are saying that they're noisy.
They're quiet in the earlier evening hours, and then when they get down lower, they're extremely loud.
So let me jump into this real quick. Let me jump into this real quick. So as far as the battery life and the technology, I just want you guys to keep this in your brain, because I want to hear what Jimbo Patriots from Warsaw, he's got something to say, but I just want to say this quick. When 3D technology, you know, the glasses that you use at the theater, 3D technology, things like that, things like even cell phones and stuff. If you think that those came out when they were invented, you're sadly fucking mistaken.
Oh, no.
The United States military has access to so many more different types of technology, and it doesn't come out until 10 or 20 years after they're done using it.
Well, the military full stop. So let's not, even though it's and it's not actually just an America issue. You know, apparently I seen an article this morning by like what is a reputable Australian news person saying how we've had reports of them in Australia as well. We just kind of didn't have as many flying around.
Yeah, no, I think
all the militaries have got access to that technology.
I wanted to ask you about those sightings in Australia later, but I'm just saying, like, the technology that we have as humans, like as a public, and that we enjoy on the day-to-day basis, that technology came out in the 40s, and we've only now been given access to having a cell phone and this and that, right?
I have seen some stuff about that. That's very true. That's very true.
Yes.
It's been around for a long time.
Patriot.
Yeah, here. So I was going to address this issue. All right. So if it's in New York and New Jersey, this has been predicted. Like, if it's a nuclear device, and God forbid it's a nuclear device, somebody's trying to pick off a B4 with us between the United States and some other alternate country. And this was depicted in a movie by Tom Clancy known as The Sum of All Fears.
You're right. Wow.
What happened in that movie? I didn't see it.
If you watch the movie, it was at an actual football game in Baltimore, and they set off a nuke, which was a third party. It wasn't between two countries. What it was a stolen nuke that was in Israel that was taken apart, used off as an explosive device, and kicked off the war between the United States and Russia. And both parties were already at war with each other because of it.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Let me ask you a fucking weird question, because this isn't the first time that a movie has depicted the future. 1984, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It basically outlined what we're living through right now with cell phones and government being in total control. Let me ask you this. What do I call you? Warsaw Jimmy or what?
Just call me Patriot.
Patriot. Okay, Patriot. Do you think that the government takes some of their ideas and some of their tactical movements from movies that they see?
You got me, dude. Most of the stuff you're seeing through CIA, like, all right, so you asked about, like, all right, should the government like keep stuff tight, quiet with our military and all that? Yes and no. I mean, at this point, like, what was the purpose of the United States Navy SEALs?
The purpose of the United States Navy SEALs, this is a bad question to ask me because I know everything about those cunts. The purpose of the SEALs started as what's called a UDT SEAL, and they were deployed in the Second World War to go underwater just basically with a pair of shorts and a shirt, maybe not a shirt, and fins to go and dismantle the underwater ordnance that the Germans were putting up in World War II. And then UDT SEALs ended up being a faction called SEAL Team.
Correct. But what happened was the public media, as well as, social media, everybody got word about them. And then guess what? The SEALs said, look, we're no longer secret. Our enemies know about us now.
Yep.
We're no longer secret.
Yep. I mean, it's true. It's very true.
On another podcast, I would love to talk to you about SEALs because I've got ADHD, and when I latch onto something, I go further than is even reasonable, and I know so much about
not you.
Me, yeah, you betcha.
But no, honestly, my honest opinion, I think some of the military stuff, especially if it's counterintelligence and enemy nations coming after us, some of that stuff I think needs to be tight-lipped, and it's definitely secret.
Exactly.
Oh, and by the way, do you know Jesse Ventura? You guys have all heard that wrestler, Jesse Ventura.
Oh God,
yes,
that guy's a moron.
He's a conspiracy theorist.
Kind of a moron, but he claims to be a United States Navy SEAL, and there was controversy because, and I'll tell you why.
Between Chris Kyle and him, yes.
When Jesse Ventura when he went into the Navy, he was actually inducted into the UDT SEALs, the very first faction, swimming around in World War II. He was a UDT SEAL. He never did the SEAL thing for SEAL Team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. But technically, yes, he is a United States Navy SEAL because he was a UDT SEAL long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesse the Ace Ventura? Was that his name?
Jesse the Ace Ventura? Jesse the Body Ventura.
Oh, he's the
governor of
Montana. That's right.
He's the governor of
Ace Ventura, sorry.
Yeah. So he was a SEAL before SEALs were even SEALs. He was a UDT, which stands for Underwater Demolitions Technicians, whatever.
But yeah, no,
little interesting.
Most of the stuff you're seeing is possible CIA or NSA. I mean, God only knows what they're not telling us,
So I have a question. Jersey, do they all look the same?
They pretty much all everything that I've seen pretty much is similar, and they all do have the lights on them, and I did just see on the news that they were at LaGuardia.
I saw that,
and at airports they're going into the landing. I'm saying it wrong. They're not the landing lanes, but the landing. What do you call it?
The strips.
The strips, yes. And they're not detecting them. They're not detecting them.
They've also been seen doing operations over military installations and weapons caches and still not shot out of the sky. And that's basically your 100% that it's definitely the United States government.
Yeah.
They're not going to let that happen, bro. They're not going to let drones.
Now, my question is like the balloon thing, the whole China balloon thing. They would just let fly. Is it China? Let fly across all the way to the ocean. Then all of a sudden it hit the water and now it's like, they were spying on us.
I really want to get this out of people's heads. The China balloon thing was a fucking social media. It was real, but it was done by the government. It was another way to gauge public response. That the whole China balloon thing, just take it out of your mind. It was totally bunk.
Taking it out of my mind now.
Take it out of your mind.
A whole bunch, right where I live, a whole bunch of our counties here are working with other parts of New Jersey, and we're just kind of all our police departments and our congressmen are working with each other to collectively just kind of just come together and just get a plan together. I know our local congressman here has really been pushing to get an answer on
that guy's a moron.
What? Well, I happen to like our congressman. He's really.
Wait, can we? I don't mean to interrupt you, Oilers fans. Can we turn Jersey up a little bit? Can you turn our audio up? Sorry, thank you. Sorry.
Do you know what congressman I have?
Yeah, the guy that I told you in direct messages that I thought he was a moron. That's the guy.
Oh, okay. That you actually told me that the governor was a moron, but okay.
Whoever's running the representative in Congress for New Jersey, I think, in my opinion, and nobody else's, is a fucking moron.
The guy who's running New Jersey is the governor, but the congressman that represents my part of New Jersey.
Whoever's mouthing off about saying they're trying to keep Jersey as safe as possible and they're working with law enforcement and FBI.
We're all working together. They're all working together.
What's the guy? I direct messaged you. I told you in direct messages. I thought the guy was a moron.
The governor. Who's that guy? The governor.
Okay, so the governor's a moron. That's what Stick is saying.
The governor is different than a congressman.
I agree.
Patriot, something's wrong with your sound.
Not this shit again.
You shouldn't have talked shit about the governor, buddy. Now they're after you.
No, I agree. I will agree.
Hang on here. Let me just see.
The only reason I said it, like me and Jersey were talking about this, the only reason I said it was the governor of New Jersey. I was watching a bunch of different interviews, and he was so like it was like talking to a fucking 8th grader. The answers he was giving, he sounded like a fucking moron.
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah. Oh, we got
we got another Patriot.
Just what's
going on there?
This stream is definitely getting taken down by the FBI. We're now fucked.
They know us all now. We're fucked. Excuse my language.
Okay, Patriot. Hang on here. If I kick you from studio, it's gonna boot you off there now. But
the other one is gone. Oilers.
I'm here.
Well, boot him off. Okay. Boot him off and let him come back. Because sometimes that resets the.
Yes.
Oh, I got a better one for you. Hold on.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
I got a better one for you, actually. Hold on.
Can we turn him up too?
My question is for Jersey.
Yeah, I'm just getting to that.
Because you're right there in the middle of it all.
Yes.
Like, as of right now, what are they saying?
They're pissed. Law enforcement is pissed. They're frustrated. They're frustrated with that's what they want, and that's what our next president is telling them to do. That's what our president-elect has said to do. But there is a lot of frustration among law enforcement. They believe that the White House or someone in Washington needs to give them an answer on some direction and something because they need to know whether to be better equipped, whether they need to buy their own drone systems as far as protection. They need to know. They feel like they need to be informed because they feel like that if they are law enforcement and they are meant to protect, and if there's any sort of threat, that they should be updated. I was just watching a press conference from another county, the next county up from me, and they were doing a press conference about this, and just the level of frustration just from those who protect and serve us. I couldn't imagine. I meant being in their shoes, and I feel for them. I do. I couldn't imagine. I meant the frustration that they feel. I meant they have to deal with the calls. They have to deal with explaining to
Yeah.
everybody who is
Yeah.
who is in a hysteria over this. I meant, who's freaked out and scared.
So these situations where you see law enforcement telling the public like we don't know either, it shows you the different levels of control that the government has. Even law enforcement, as good or bad as they are, they only know so much and they're only told so much. And when you have something like this drone thing going on, and the police, like people are walking up on Twitter and Instagram, walking up to the police and saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And the police themselves are like, we know almost as much as you. And it shows you where the level of control is in the United States government. If they don't want the sheriffs or the county police or the local police to know, the local police aren't going to know. They're not the end all be all. They're public servant employees.
Our state
They're
police
there
don't
to
know
keep the
either,
peace.
though. Our New Jersey State Police doesn't know either, and that's the thing. There's some parts of areas by me. I mean, we're a very I live in a part that's how do I say it? I don't live in a city area. I am in a very wooded area. And so there are some parts by me that are not even governed by, say, a township or a city police. They're governed by state police because there's no local police. And so state police are not even privy to any of the information. So it's state police who are not on board either. And so there's frustration on that level as well. And
you know what scares me about that, Jersey? You know what scares me about that is when the local and government police don't know, and also the congressmen from these different states, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, wherever else, they're trying to find answers from the government. That scares me. Because that means that what these drones are doing...
Well, the thing is, they don't have the clearance. They don't have the clearance to be told,
right.
Would be my
No, but
opinion.
that's what I'm saying is it scares me. It scares me because if those people that run the communities and do the whole public safety thing don't know what's going on, that means that what's going on is far bigger than even them.
Now, I have a question for Jersey. Like, is it Newark Airport that's near you in New Jersey? Is it Newark?
Well, there is a Newark Airport, and that's north. That is actually right outside of New York City.
Okay, so what are there two airports in New Jersey?
There's LaGuardia. That's
LaGuardia.
like that's yeah, and that's like New York area, and then there's Newark that's inside of New Jersey.
I watched a news report that this lady who had been living there all her life has always seen flights, like airplanes going through into the same traffic, and all of a sudden, I don't know how I couldn't tell you how long ago it stopped, but all of a sudden, all the planes that normally for 30-something years of her life has gone over her house is no longer. It just stopped out of nowhere. Traffic stopped.
LaGuardia is in New York, and then there you have Newark Airport.
Yeah, I think she lived in Newark. Yeah.
Yeah, and but there's also an airport in South Jersey as well.
Okay.
The Atlantic City Airport.
But the traffic stopped way before these drones were coming through. She had mentioned, like all of a sudden, that traffic that was coming in got turned around somewhere else, and she no longer sees that traffic, and all of a sudden all these drones start appearing.
Yeah, I've heard that. I meant I'm not near any I'm closer to like the southern airports.
Okay.
I'm not right near it. I mean, it's not flying like by my house or anything, but I'm more towards that direction than I am up north. But so I don't see a lot of that air traffic. I like I said, I'm very in the woods kind of area.
Yeah.
But
now, Jersey, you sent me something about how loud these drones are. You sent me a couple of videos. What's it like when these things go over your house? Like it sounds like a helicopter or something, doesn't it?
It does.
Wow.
But as I was saying, in the earlier in the evening, they're kind of up higher. They're up there, and this is what I've noticed. It's in earlier evening hours, they're up higher. It seems to be less of them. I would say probably 8 or 9 o'clock. The sky has more of them in there, and they're lower for whatever reason. I don't know. It makes no sense to me, but this is just what I've observed my own self. They are lower, and it is much, much, much louder, and it is the buzzing is it's loud. I meant it is extremely loud. Like
Yeah.
when I let my dogs out, like if there's one in the sky, like it is extremely, extremely, extremely loud. Like
Wow.
when I
Lucky
because
Strike.
where I live, there's a lot of I want to say farmland, so there's a lot of open fields. So I have good. I can.
So
I
should
can.
you be keeping an eye out for some crop circles next? Just making light of the situation.
They don't
I
have,
have
New Jersey doesn't have any farmers. Jesus Christ.
I have good vision. You know, I can see, you know, so, you know, whatever. But
Lucky Strike was saying something about she was asking questions about how can these things as big as a small, I mean, I'm going to say small car. That's fair. As big as a small car, how can they fucking stay in the air? How do they get charged? I just want to go back to that real quick. So on Twitter and on these other things that have been leaked and released, they're saying that there might be some sort of charging station on a big barge in the ocean, right? The fact that these things that are as big as a small car can fucking float that long in this, it's definitely possible.
Why can't we follow them to see where they're going? I mean, they
because
just
they're not
disappeared.
trackable. They're not trackable in the
because it's probably a military thing. So Southern Saying Wendy made a comment before. They just reported drones near the Ohio Air Force Base now. Now this is an Air Force base. If they weren't a big threat, because they obviously know about them, why isn't the Air Force out there chasing this shit? Why isn't the Air Force flying around the skies? Because they clearly know what the fuck's going on there. And just to also touch on Carol's comment, you know, how can local officials provide proper protection for citizens if they don't have any information? Well,
That's
I think
why they're
this
so
is also...
frustrated.
That's a good question. Why are they not putting up heat? Like, why is heat? Doesn't batteries get hot? Isn't there some way to detect that heat thermally? Why is it not showing that? Like,
and
I
as
mean,
far
I'm
as
sure this technology
recharging
is far beyond our thoughts.
As far as something that's getting recharged and how it's getting fueled and that sort of stuff, just on a smaller, lesser technology scale, think about your little those friggin', I don't know what you call them, those little friggin' vacuums that you can set them up and they'll just go back to the charge station when they start.
Oh yeah, the Roombas. Yeah,
that's it, RoboVac or whatever. To me, a similar theory, just a shitload more advanced, you know, like where they know to go home when the battery power is getting low.
And what's
I want
also
you to, I want you to think about
vacuum cleaner
so
can
many
do
questions.
that. Imagine what this stuff's
so many
doing.
questions.
Yeah.
I want you to
Here we
think about
are.
I want you to think about what time of year that this is happening. This isn't happening in the dead of summer when it's hot as fuck. This is happening at
in winter,
the beginning of the coldest time in the year. And I want you to think about engines. I want you to think about engines like the cold. And this is why this is probably happening right now.
I'm glad you guys put this panel up because I had so many questions and I felt like I was the only one going to internet going, oh my God, what's out there? What is going on? Is it nuclear? Is it aliens? Like, I want to know. There's so many questions. So you guys putting this panel up is like, I don't feel alone in this, but I'm also getting live answers from everybody, you know, and
to be fair,
I love it.
I had to fight tooth and nail between Banshee Hunter
we
and
didn't
Oilers.
fight. Listen, we didn't fight at all. There was no fighting.
I had to threaten
bullshit. I call bullshit.
I had to threaten to not be friends with them if they didn't go live.
What's going on? Come on, people. No.
Being
That's
in the
not
midst
true.
of it, Lucky Strike is
That's CNN News. That's see it from Stick.
being in the midst of all this is, you know, it's very odd for sure. You know,
I love that you are here. Yes.
It's very odd, you know, when and they're not always flying. Sometimes they're sitting. I meant, or just whatever you call
They're
it.
hovering.
They're hovering, right?
Wow.
They're hovering. Which
so
is,
Jersey, I want to ask you this. I've seen these Twitter and Instagram videos of guys. They're now starting to shoot at the drones. What kind of charge are you going to get?
I sent you some videos that are local from me.
That's what I'm referring to. So my question is, in New Jersey, if somebody starts firing at drones with a gun and showing it on YouTube and on Twitter, what kind of charge comes with firing a gun in the air like that?
It's a federal charge, Stick. It's a federal charge.
Because people are coming out now and firing guns at these things.
It's a federal charge.
Did you see what Outlaw put up there, Stick?
No.
Come on, Outlaw. Come on up with that. Canada isn't a real country. Come on, buddy. Come on, bring it on there, boy. Put him up there. Get up here then.
But I meant people have done it. The videos that I sent to you are all local.
Link is pinned.
So let me say this. So Jersey, when you first brought this to my attention, I explained what my thought on it was, and then what did I tell you as a solution?
Well, actually, you didn't tell me anything as a solution. You
Yes,
actually
I
were
did.
talking.
Yes, I did.
You actually were in. You were actually
That's
in other chats
baloney.
talking shit, saying that I was hiding from the aliens. Is what you were doing. When I wasn't in chat.
What did I tell you you should do as a response to these drones?
I know what you told. I know what you told me.
Take them out. You're saying
But I don't have
out.
to do that because there's lots of other people that are from Jersey who are going to be doing that.
I told her, I said, hey, listen, I don't know. I'll tell you what I think is going on, but you know what? Start shooting at them. See what happens.
Listen. My daddy was law enforcement. My daddy would tell me to obey the law. That's what my daddy would tell me.
But the thing is, people do some crazy stuff out of fear, and obviously the government's not really enlightening you all, and obviously for security reasons, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
So
I just think that
I think it's military.
If it's not your job to be in that position to know, you should kind of step back and kind of stay in the bushes and watch and be prepared.
Hey.
Right.
And don't put fake things on the internet. Just sit back and watch and
just watch. Yeah.
The fake.
Know where you stand at, because if it was an apocalypse, there would be no news about it. You'd have to have your human survival instinct and survive.
People are shooting at them in New Jersey. You're right.
So
there are videos of people. That's what they're doing. That is what they. That's what they're doing.
They don't know what
I just thought it was funny because when she brought it up and we talked about it, I was like, "Well, start fucking fire a couple of rounds at them, see what happens."
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fire guns." And then 2 days later, Twitter
I didn't say that I was not gonna fire that. I did not say that.
Well, now, okay. Well, whatever you said,
who I
now
am.
everybody's firing guns at them.
But I'm just saying that you know who I am and you know what I own.
Hi,
I'm just saying,
Remy. Observe and learn.
I'm going on the funny. I'm going on the funny train here. I don't. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Fun.
I just love the fact that you being there and being local to it and actually seeing it.
It's like the Twilight Zone.
Fake news. It's real. Like, I'm actually talking to somebody who's actually in Jersey. It's in their backyard. They see it. They're wondering the same damn thing that I am here in Louisiana, wondering, is this for real? Is this happening? Like,
I've talked to a couple guys on my police force, and I've talked to them. I'm like, so how you guys doing? And they're like, this is so frustrating to us. They're frustrated.
Lucky Strike. You know what's fucking crazy is Jersey brought this up to me, and then I went on a couple other live streams and brought it up, and they're like, "What are you talking about? I never heard about this."
I know. Like my own community is like, what? Drones? Like what? Like, are you kidding me? Like this is happening. Like, what are you guys like?
Exactly, and that's what he was like. He's like it's
And
like, don't worry, they're not going to come
this,
get you. I'm like, no, I'm not worried. But like,
a week ago.
listen, like, this is like going on like in my backyard. Like, it's weird, dude. Like,
when Jersey brought it up to me, it had already been going on for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy thing too.
Since the beginning of November, I believe.
I like to
Sure.
answer this.
Yeah, I think November.
Patriot.
So at the end of the day, like what's everybody's perspective on this? Like, what is like I mean, it has to be U.S. It has to be
we already covered that.
It's the federal government.
It's U.S. and they're scanning for some sort of threat. That's already been figured out.
Now there's a video where it shows like they're either spraying something down.
No, scanning for a threat is an assumption.
Like, what is that? Like one of them like is spraying something down, or something's. What is that about?
There, a lot of them are spraying. In my area anyway, there are a lot of them that are spraying some type of mist. I don't know what it is, but it's coming from the back of it, and I don't.
So these things have huge fucking intercoolers in their the way they're constructed, and the spray that you might be seeing might be discharged from the intercoolers, just like a refrigerator. And they're spraying out the refrigerant just because they need to.
That makes sense. That can make sense, yeah.
You know, as far as if people are actually shooting these fucking things out of the sky, here's the kicker. You already got criminal elements literally using drones and actually smuggling contraband into prisons. Shivs, you got knives, you got fucking firearms and cell phones.
Well, those are with tiny DJI drones, those like little tiny ones.
No, I'm just saying if the coincidence. So, like, if you're actually trying to shoot a drone, like, probably 7 times out of 10, it's actually a criminal drone.
Okay, so I do have a question on that. The radio waves that they're picking up around 11. It shows like videos of everybody like getting that little radio wave around 11 o'clock or 11:11.
Your radios will go like bonkers too. Like if you have your radio on. Like your radio will like get messed up.
Have you experienced that?
I have personally experienced it. Yep.
And what does it sound like? What do you think it sounds like?
It's like a disrupted signal. It's like kind of like your Wi-Fi goes out. Like it's like you lose your Wi-Fi. I've been personally in the car. I've
Southern
had,
bingo.
I
can tell you what that is. That's what's called an EMP.
A what?
EMT.
EMP. Electromagnetic pulse.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I meant I've only had it happen once though. I meant it. Like I didn't really think too much of it, but now that I've seen like
these drones have technology in them. They're able to send out these bursts of EMP, electromagnetic pulse, so that it disrupts other electronic devices like radios, sometimes television if you've got the bunny ears and this and that. But that's what that is. If you're listening to the radio and a drone goes over your shit and all of a sudden your radio gets fucked up, that's their protection system. And it protects against fucking ballistic missiles and shit that like hone on that shit. And they send out an EMP and they can do it as much as they want. And that electromagnetic pulse fucks up electronics. That's what that is.
Oh, yeah. I see. It only happened to me one time, but now I'm seeing that it's like happened to other people. I'm like, okay, all right. It has to do with the drone situation now. Like I'm like, oh, I got it. Like I didn't know exactly what it was until like I started seeing that, but I didn't think too much of it at the time. I'm like, all right, that was weird.
There's been other drone enthusiasts that have tried to fly their drones up to these things. And when they take their DJI drones and they fly them up trying to see them, these motherfuckers send out an EMP. Boom, boom, boom. And it takes the DJI little like our drones and it drops them right out of the sky.
Yep. And that would make sense because I mean that's just like these you know, all these brand new cars that the police have the capabilities to stop when they're driving along the road, etc.
Kind of the same
Oh
thing.
wow.
Kind of.
Without the sonic boom kind of thing.
So let's say that you were listening to let's say you had illegal equipment and you were listening to police talk to each other and stuff. They could easily send out a couple of EMP bursts, boom, 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 and all of a sudden your frequency's fucked up. It's a defense mechanism.
Interrupts that frequency.
No,
it goes to the frequency and messes it up. Yeah. God, I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all right now.
No,
When I talk to my friends, I think I'm crazy. Like I just want
how
answers.
did you find the channel? I'm not sure if I've seen you.
No, we were playing. Oh, you were playing poker, and he took all our money.
Oh,
and I subscribed.
Who, me?
Oh,
because I took all your money?
Oilers. Yeah, Oilers took all our money.
That'll be you, son of a
Awesome.
biscuit.
I know. I won.
So I subscribed, and I was like, "Oh, what's he doing?" Because I love going on people's panels to kind of see. I come from the aggressive defiance community of locales, so but people started coming in, and I actually met Oilers and everybody through Shar batting, and then next you know, and I'm with, and I just kind of grew.
You just said you came from which lolcow community did you come from?
Aggressive defiance.
Have you ever heard of Keemstar?
No.
So that makes me more confused. Which lolcows are you watching?
We're watching King Cobra. We're watching Brandy and Sierra. We're watching BNN, which is Jack Frost.
Food Beauty. Food Beauty, I bet.
How have you not heard of Keemstar?
Because I just started getting onto YouTube about a year ago. I had no life. I pretty much work 10 to 12 hours. I'm a heavy operator, heavy equipment operator. And on my downtime, I kind of started like, because I'm a TikTok creator. I've got a lot of followers there. And I started seeing a lot of people going to YouTube, and I started exploring YouTube and started just kind of seeing, certain panels. And then one day I got onto AD because I was going through some stuff and I needed a safe place to go. And it just seemed like a great community, and it's an amazing community, a bunch of great people. And I just got stuck on it. And then I started learning about locales, and here I am now, a year later.
So now you're learning about lolcows. Have you heard of
hanging out with all of us lolcows?
Have I what?
Have you heard about Boogie 2988 or Wings of
No,
Redemption?
I didn't know how many locales there were. Like, there's so many. I've heard of Tammy something. Oh, what's her name? Tammy Tampage or something like that. King Cobra and Nal, which is his ex-girlfriend. I've heard of Cyrax. Oh God, Cyrax. That's a scary one. So I didn't know that these people existed on the internet.
Have you heard of an unknown streamer named Ski Mask Andy?
No.
Oh my God!
Do not take me down that rabbit hole, please. Don't take me down.
No, don't go down that rabbit hole.
Please, no. Like, there are so many, and it's just like, oh, Brandy is a work of her own. She blows my mind how like people like this throw their business out on the internet so freely, but doesn't want to get judged. Do not put your business on the internet if you don't have a tough skin to deal with people telling you how it is.
That's exactly.
I think me and her have a personal relationship because she thinks I took her girlfriend away. But the thing is, I didn't take her girlfriend away. She's a fool when she drinks. She can't handle it. And her girlfriend's just as dumb. And I just set my opinion. And when she opens up her StreamYard, I'm going to say how it is to her. She doesn't like it. So then I go back and I drink my beer and we laugh at her some more. So, I mean, it is what it is.
And what was the name of the crazy alcoholic that was going out with what is it, Josh Paul, whatever his name is?
King Cobra? Yes, the one that creates his own
something.
King Cobra's funny.
I love King Cobra. Like I have like he is consider him a low-cal, but I started watching him when he started mixing his drink. He was trying to make mead. And I was like, oh my God, you're gonna get botulism. You're gonna die. Like, what is wrong with him? Is he gonna die? I want to know, not that I want him to unalive himself, but it's like, oh my God, is he really crazy? But he's got this, like, he entertains the trolls so well. But his ex-girlfriend now, oh God, Lord have mercy on her ass.
Hey Jersey.
Now naked and something or other.
Yes,
hey,
Jessica.
Yeah.
Jersey, do we tell her who we are right now, or do we just let it slide and have fun with it?
No, tell me. Tell me. No, let me slide.
Tell her who you are. I'm a nobody.
People.
I'm a nobody. You're the somebody.
I want to know. You might as well.
I'm not anybody.
He had a blackout.
I'm not anybody. You're the somebody.
Hey, Beast. Link is pinned at the top. You want to come on up?
Hey, Tight Sport. Hey, Beast. No, I want to know now that you said it. You just can't say and not tell me.
I'm not an anybody. I'm just Jersey. I'm not anybody. I'm just.
Is there something I don't know about Stick? Stick, is there something you haven't been telling
Come
me?
on, spill it.
Come on.
So, anyways,
you used to go out with Jessica, didn't you? You went out with Jessica.
Well, listen, I'll explain it right now.
Did you go out with Jessica?
I'll explain it right now. So, as far as the UAP thing, I do think they're going into the ocean. I think they've been here for a long time. The drones that we're seeing, probably United States, and Lucky Strike. I love your hair tonight.
Thank you. It's a hot mess.
No,
Stick. You don't get to do that shit. I want to know. Come on, come on, just say it.
Come on. Okay, let's get to the
get to the nitty gritty. Come on.
Tell her who you are, Stick.
You
don't
sit
hide
down there for
yourself.
the moment, Stick. So you want to put your camera on? Put your camera
That
back
wasn't
up.
a stick bomb because that was not that you did not.
No, it's not a stick bomb.
I didn't do it.
But he's turned his camera off because he's like, I don't know.
He's coming
Put your
back.
camera on, Stick.
Come on, Stick.
No, I put him backstage. I'm being a bitch.
What? Oh, I did not do it. There he is.
Come on, bring it out. Come on.
We were talking about UFOs, UAPs, and government stuff. Let's do that, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh no. No, sir.
He turned off his camera again.
I want to know. I've seen you on multiple panels. I like your energy, but I want to know who you are.
Yes. Come on.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. So come out.
Sick.
He's a no-nonsense guy. He's a really cool
solid.
person.
I see that. I see
solid.
That's what I like about it.
He's
and he did not have to pry me to have the stream, by the way. There, I was like, yeah, no worries.
He's a solid dude. He's a solid dude. I'll vouch
He's
for
a good
him.
guy.
All right.
I'll vouch for him.
Me too.
All right. You guys want to really get into that stuff?
I know him very well.
What do you
All right, so listen. Up and down, left and
right,
side to side,
and
every single diagonal you could imagine. I want to talk to Banshee Hunter about the sightings of drones that they've seen in Australia, because I haven't heard that yet.
So I only heard about this morning when I was just watching the freaking numerous things, and it was actually Australian news
she's
channel.
Gonna make Lucky Strike suffer here.
And I think it's the same thing anyway. I think at the end of the day, I'm just trying to find the thing that I was watching this morning. But at the end of the day, I think it's all military related. I'm just trying to find what I was watching. I think it's all military related. That's why the smaller law enforcement people don't know much about it.
Well, how about this? The timing cannot be weird. All right, we're next to the inauguration of Donald Trump.
Yeah. Try and take the focus away.
Most likely.
You're right.
I mean, we're not really technically safe without him being in office yet.
Yeah. Anything can happen.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, I don't agree what Biden did, pardon his own son. I don't understand that, but okay.
How about Afghanistan from day one when we got
yes, all those. Oh my God, I don't understand that at all.
He's a fucking disgrace for our country.
Just gave everything away.
Yep.
And what? 13 people died or more.
Yeah.
Or got injured.
But he got away with it, and there was nothing nobody can do about it.
And of course, the Gold Star families are still grieving, and yet we got him still in office.
He's almost done.
Yeah, but when?
So I don't know much about the I don't keep up enough with the Canadian American politics, so that's why I just went quiet.
Just hang tight there, folks.
Who's beeping us?
Someone's beeping us. Hello.
Laugh Outlaw. If you laugh, we know it's you.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Outlaw.
Yes,
what
it's
the fuck
Outlaw.
is this shit? What the fuck?
Hey, how are you, Outlaw?
Nothing much,
they left service dogs behind too. That's I'm an animal lover. That's horrible. I didn't even know that. That's horrible.
I heard some yakking over on this corner of face on YouTube, so I had to come over here.
Perfect. Come yak away with us.
Yo, he just let it.
Yeah, why didn't they bring
himself.
Is that true? They
He
left
just
their
himself. He
service
just
dogs
said
and everything
Facebook
overseas?
Yeah, that's
Why would
awful.
they leave their service dogs over there?
What
They're
the
working
fuck?
dogs.
This is awful.
Hey, so Oilers fans, can I ask you a question, buddy?
Go for it.
A couple of awesome Chad and Stacy people were talking about a certain charity thing, and I think now at the height of this shit would be the time. Was there some sort of charity thing going on?
Yeah, no, we actually want to do it. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, we actually want to fine tune that still stick, so we're just still keeping that in the bag.
Okay, well, let me shut the fuck up then. Jersey, absolutely
You do
amazing.
that.
Sitting here from New Jersey watching drones and shit. Lucky Strike, apparently. Thank you for your service. Patriot, I kind of fucking tend to like you, buddy. And then MGTOW Outlaw, despite
He's
the
awesome.
fact that the drones are flying around, he's still going to deny women. He's going his own way.
And stick solid, Lucky Strike. So let me introduce Stick Solid to you.
Okay. Please don't. Please don't.
Please. Yes,
Stick
yes, you
Solid.
got it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You got it.
Stick Solid right below you. Right. Yep. That guy. Yep. That guy right there.
Hang on, I'll put him right beside you.
Yeah. That guy right next to you.
Yes.
He happens to not be new to the internet. He happens to be a little experienced at streaming himself. He happens to be one of my favorite fellas. He happens,
you of all people should know that I'm not good at taking.
He happens to be a solid stand-up fella. A good friend.
I'll agree with that.
A good human. And
stop it. Stop.
He's something else, but
have a drink stick.
Stick Solid.
Salud.
On YouTube.
He is.
Subscribe. Cheers. He has a new channel out there.
Yep. I do. I have hang on here. I believe
I appreciate that very much. It's a very complicated situation. Lucky Strike. The answer to your question is I'm as confused as everybody else. If you really want to see, you can Google it. But I'm just here having fun. We're talking about UAPs. We're talking about drones.
That's it right there, folks. Please do sub up to him.
Already did.
All right. We're having fun.
Yeah.
We're having.
If you haven't, please do.
Yeah, man. Who's torturing the people with them drones up there, flying them like a hobbyist?
They arrested 3 people to kind of make out they're responsible for all 50 of them. Or
they only got 2. One escaped.
So I want to go back.
Oh,
to this,
okay.
I want to go back to this.
Yep.
So there, Banshee Hunter. I think you were somebody. It was either Banshee Hunter or somebody else was saying that one of these drones got shot down. I didn't see this.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me. I was actually on my tablet, so I can't check my history on my laptop. I've got to go to the tablet, then obviously I can't share the screen from the tablet to the computer. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, so it wasn't shot down. It crashed, apparently. And I don't know if it's true, because it was on... so what have we got here? Oh, so this is... Fox News developing story. Let's see what Fox News has got to say.
Fox News.
Hey, it's better than Communist National News Network.
That's what the Fox says.
That's true. I agree, Patriot. I
Also
agree.
known as
Now,
Answer News
when I
Network.
saw there was two of them, and then one was in the parking lot, but all you could see was just like this fluid type thing in the parking lot, and a fire department.
So this is meant to crash down in New Jersey.
Is that the Hillsborough one?
Not sure where it was at, but it was in the parking lot.
Yes, Hillsborough.
Okay,
Yeah.
that they never
what?
found anything with Hillsborough. They went there and then they were unable to find it.
So Jersey actually told me about when we were talking privately about this drone thing. Jersey had told me that apparently one of the drones made contact with a commercial flight.
No, I told
hang on, folks. We do have somebody else in the back.
Homegrown, wake your camera back on. Put your camera back on, Homegrown. Touch your nose.
Touch your nose.
Touch your nose. Say we know. Touch your nose. We know not a recording.
Yeah, and your hat. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Don't show your balls.
Show your balls.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
That's homegrown Cowboys, solid as fuck. I'll vouch for homegrown Cowboys.
No, what I said was that the life flight had to be diverted, and they actually had a patient on board.
Oh, okay. So they didn't make contact with the flight, but the flight was interrupted by one of the drones.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
explain it to us.
It means they were transporting a patient to the hospital. It was a helicopter, and it had a patient on board. They had I don't know what the circumstance was. Why the patient had to be life flighted. That's usually an accident or whatever. Something is in serious condition and has to be transported very quickly to a hospital. And
one of the drones interfered with that procedure.
Yes, and that life flight had to be diverted. Yes.
Wow.
I heard the same thing. I heard the same thing about a sports event. It was like a high school or college sports event. Shout out sports ball, by the way. And apparently, because of roadblocks and cops and stuff, because of the drones, the person that was injured in the sports event it was delayed. Like they couldn't get to the hospital fast enough because there was roadblocks because of these drones.
Yeah. And that's what's going on in Jersey is when these things are getting investigated, when there's sightings, they shut down roads because it's not just local police that are like investigating them. It is, you have your state police there, you have your sheriff's office there, you have it's not just one municipality that will respond to them. It is different municipalities. It's like, 3 municipalities over will come over to respond to them. And it is, like I said, not just your local, it's your sheriff's office. It's your prosecutor's office. It's the DA's office. It's everybody. I mean, anybody that's in law enforcement is going to be at that scene. Everybody. Anybody and everybody that's involved in law enforcement is going to that scene to see what's happening. And they shut roads off and they detour, and it's a mess. It's a mess. So I personally have never called to report sightings because that's what happens. That's what happens when you call. And anybody in my direct family, they're not calling to report them either, because like I said, with my dad being, He was prior law enforcement. With him being in prior law enforcement, we kind of know, this is what's going on, and sooner or later we're going to find out what it is. Maybe we won't, but going to kind of let the process play out. I mean, we kind of know
exactly
we're not going to be.
I think we will.
We're not going to be abducted.
No,
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I didn't
mean
so.
that.
No, I don't think it's
right.
Like we were mentioning earlier on, like aliens aren't going to be sticking pretty colored RGB lights on their shit.
I mean, our family kind of feels like, listen, we're kind of wasting their resources by calling in. We get that people are scared. We get that. I personally find, listen, I think it's odd. That's my feelings on it. Yes, it's an odd situation. It's an odd situation when I'm letting my dogs outside and I see one in the sky, or I can hear. I look up and I freaking see it and I can hear it. Yeah, it's odd. It's out of the ordinary. It's not something that I would normally hear. And
I just want to say this real quick, and everything Jersey's saying is correct, but Oilers fans, I had to fight tooth and nail and threaten physical violence to both of you and Banshee Hunter to get this live stream on. You've now got 20 live concurrent. 20
get your
live
hand
concurrent
off
viewers.
your dick, okay?
What?
20 live concurrent viewers.
Hit the like button there, people. There we go.
But no, Jersey's right. Her old man was a fucking law enforcement. She knows what's going on with that, and I would strongly agree that you need to listen to this broad. She's also not a broad, and she also lives in Jersey. And I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but there you go.
Oh,
well, in my opinion,
nah, you're not in trouble.
The drone is
the doghouse.
It's definitely government. It's definitely government.
I mean, here's solid stick. If it wasn't government, that was doing these drones, I was thinking my theory. All right, Mexican cartels dropping drugs from a high sky.
I mean, it's just a fucking test, man. That's all it is.
Yeah. Do you think it's terrorists?
The Mexican cartel's not smart enough to be able to charge these drones, build these drones, buy these drones, or deploy these drones. They're using DJI.
They're too primitive.
Go to Amazon.com, buy some DJI drones, slap some heroin to the bottom, fly them to where you want. That's what the cartel's doing. This is
too primitive for this kind of technology.
It's just like when the stealth first came out. People freaked out over the stealth, and then when the Predator came out, nobody knew what that was, and people freaked out over that. And this is just another thing. Now the balloon was actually something to be scared about because we knew that it came from China.
That balloon was fucking fake as shit. That was a fucking red. It was a red herring.
Homegrown.
Shit, man.
Well, homegrown. To be fair, nobody knows where these are coming from. So I understand that there's people. To be truthful. To be fair. I understand why people have fear. I understand why people are fearful because the government is not giving us any answers on where they are coming from.
Yeah, but this Chinese fucking balloon has been brought up now, I think 2 or 3 times. And I'm telling you, there's no way that China inflated a bunch of helium balloons and flew some technology over the States for fucking a week or 2 and it doesn't get shot down. This Chinese balloon thing, it's not a thing. Just forget it.
Now, I did hear that there's certain levels on the flight radar that don't put me up there. That is only shown, and if they brought that level of the flight radar system to detect, there was many balloons that flew over. We just never really paid attention to it as much until this one particular one that just came through. Mm-hmm. But it's been flying across our country, espionage, whatever you want to call it. People trying to other countries trying to see what we're doing, and vice versa. That it's just been in the airwave. We just haven't got to that level, and we didn't think we needed to get to that level. You know what I mean? And now
that level is far below what United States radar can pick up. This balloon thing was not flying anywhere high enough to be undetected. It was there for a long time. It flew around. drink that beer. Thank you for your service, but there's no way that this fucking Chinese helium balloon thing was a real thing. Fuck it. Take it out of your mind. Forget the Chinese balloon. It was fake.
The problem I see is it's not necessarily the balloon; it's the government staying quiet about it. You know, why
they shot it out of they shot it out of the sky. They made a thing. They got balloons. They got helium. They went to fucking Dollar Tree, got some helium, blew the thing up with balloons, and then they told you, "Hey guys, we got a big threat. We're the government, and we're protecting you. We've got a big threat. Watch us blow this fucking balloon out of the sky."
Well, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'll tell you this: on the morning of September 11th, 2000, I never thought that 2 planes would fly into the Twin Towers either.
That's a totally different conversation.
No.
Okay.
You want to talk some fishy that is definitely questionable? The Vegas incident.
Oh yes.
All the information been fucking matched up. Yeah, the Vegas shooting. You know, all
you
the
want me
shit
to tell you?
out.
No, hold on. Whoa.
No, I'm not trying to get off kill here. I was just trying to make a point. Okay.
No. Do you want me to tell you something really fucked
up? Now that
about
damn balloon comes over the border and shit, and it drops some kind of fucking little bitty A bomb and shit. Then we're gonna be thinking, oh fuck, we should have done something about it.
Do you want me to tell you something really fucked up about the Las Vegas shooter?
Yes.
And this is from my life experience. I had a friend. His name was Morgan. He's now dead because of a motorcycle accident. But his best friend's name was Keaton. And Keaton was dating a chick who got her fucking brains blown out at that concert. She went without him to Las Vegas. She went to that concert, and now she's dead. And I'm telling you that from friend to friend. This happened. She's dead. So that Las Vegas shooting was very, very real.
Hey, we got to interrupt. We got somebody backstage. I got to put this up there. Can I get you to turn on your camera and touch your nose, touch your hair, touch your hat? You're good to go.
Touch your fucking nuts, Jesus Christ, Ron.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Crazy fucking
That's
Canadian dick rock trying to make sure he's safe on fucking.
But once again, and here's the fucked up thing: people do die in these incidents. But here's the thing: how the fuck Las Vegas, right? Just for instance, how are you going through all those hotel rooms and high security in those casinos with that many weapons in that briefcase?
Because you're making an illegal arms deal.
That's not happening.
You're talking about a guy, the shooter, who was very well known by that particular casino. Somebody who has been there 1,000 times before.
Yeah.
If you go to a hotel with a bunch of briefcases full of guns and nobody knows, it's briefcases, it's luggage. They're going to let you through. This guy spent an insane amount of money gambling in that casino. So the one day that he decided he was going to go up and do this horrible thing, he walked in there with one of those trolleys and all his briefcases full of guns, and nobody said anything because we've seen this guy before. We've seen him before. And he went through and he went up to the fucking room, locked the door, opened the window, and did his thing. And I'm telling you right now, I have a connection to this fucking shooting. And I'm telling you, that girl is dead.
Here's a theory too, but I like to add to this. I mean, no disrespect to your friend, obviously, but
I didn't know the cunt. I didn't know the cunt that well, but I knew the other cunt that knew him. And
But my theory is this. I mean, I don't think it was
conception.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the cunts.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think that shooter was actually at fault doing it. I think somebody else was up there in that room, like probably 3 people, did the shooting and then made it look like he did it by committing suicide, quote unquote.
Whatever happened in that hotel room, I will promise you right now, there were bullets flying out of that window, and somebody that I know, his girlfriend is now dead. She got shot in the head from that. Her name's Shannon. You can look it up. Shannon. She's from Alberta. And she's now dead.
Yep. No, but as far as that incident though, here's a big question. Where is the room footage? There was actual camera footage that went missing when that happened.
I don't know anything about that.
Are we talking about the shooter that shot the people in the concert?
Yep. Yeah. There's actually missing footage.
In that field.
There was actually missing footage out of that camera when that happened.
I don't.
That's
know
what I'm saying.
I don't know anything about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, hold on a
You've
second.
got
What's
to
up,
be in the
Ramil?
know.
What's going on, Ramil?
That's what I'm
What's going
saying.
on,
You
buddy?
What's up, Stoke?
with that heavy of a security,
Hey,
you've got
man.
to know people. You've got to know people on the inside in order to get all those weapons that far up there and that heavily
That's not
secured.
true. That's not true, bro. I'm telling you, this guy was a what do you call it? A addiction gambler. He had already had that hotel room for like weeks and months. They trusted him. They knew him. They saw him gambling at tables. So the one day that he walked in with all that luggage on the cart, they didn't say boo. Okay, we know this guy. So he walked in. They trusted him. He walked in with all the luggage. It's not that big of a conspiracy thing. The guy had been gambling there for months, if not years.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's possible.
Who knows what happened? We'll never know.
But I'm just saying, like, I agree with some of the conspiracy things. Maybe there was one, maybe there was two shooters. What I'm telling you just on this live stream is that my friend's girlfriend is dead because of it. She's dead.
Yeah.
Her name was Shannon. She was from Alberta. You can look it up. And she's dead.
Yeah.
She got shot in the head from this. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
But no, it's just that whole incident was definitely fishy since day one when that happened.
And that was the craziest fucking phone call. Like my buddy Morgan, he's unfortunately passed away too. He called me and he's like, "Did you see what happened in Vegas?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Keaton's girlfriend went to that concert and she's dead." And I was like, "What? No way." And then I looked it up and her name is one of the names on the list. I didn't even know how to react.
Oh, respects your friend.
Well, I mean, it is what I'm just saying what I know, and it's people died. I don't know if there was one or two shooters, but there's always some truth in the conspiracy theory things, and people lost their lives that day, 1,000%. And I can tell
100%, 100%.
Let me put it to you this way: when it comes to the government, I don't believe a word out of their mouths about anything.
Yeah.
Don't believe shit out of their mouths. They lie to people all the time. They've been lying.
Also, I want to add to that. So, I mean, if you trust the government and they aren't selling illegal shit, Operation Fast Furious, they're also selling stuff to the fucking gangs left and right. I just saw a video on CBS. Local law enforcement selling full auto arms to fucking gangs now.
Oh, jeez.
All across their states for 20 years.
One of the things that happened in Louisiana is crazy because, I did it the right way. I went and got my concealed weapons license through classes, and got it the right way. And to be able to conceal my weapon. And in Louisiana, you can open carry. And it was a privilege to be, not a privilege, but you had to learn what you were doing to be able to conceal it because certain situations you just can't walk in with a concealed weapon without knowing the laws behind it. So when Louisiana on July 4th decided to let everybody be able to either conceal it or not conceal it, 18 and over, I'm like, what are you thinking when you're doing this? Like at 18 years old, I wasn't, I'm not too prone on knowing how to use my weapon, and how to use it, or it just didn't make any sense. And now I see them, with it. You can tell the ones that are carrying it concealed if you know how to look for it, but they're just, it's a whatever situation. And I don't think that they should have never done that law. I think they should have kept it the way it was. You have to go to school. You have to register.
Are there any shooting conspiracy theories? And I'm asking the people on panel, are there any shooting conspiracy theories that you don't feel right about? Like, are there any conspiracies in the last 10 years that you don't believe what the government said is true?
Yes. Yes, Sandy Hook.
No, the Sandy Hook I don't want to talk on.
I'm not going to, but that's one of them.
No.
Yeah, it's one of them.
I have
here's the
questions, but
I'd like to add to that Vegas incident, though.
It's a good question.
Before that incident kicked off, you know what was about to be heard?
What?
The Hearing and Safe Protection Act.
You're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong.
And here's another one thrown out after that incident.
And here's another one, Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde.
Yeah. Both of them. Don't believe the word the government said.
But it was one shooter or what?
Uvalde? It was no, that was police negligence. They didn't fucking do shit.
So if the government's willing to, I mean, I'm not saying anything about any of the specific things they just said on panel, but if the government's willing to lie about mass shootings, if they are in certain capacities, why wouldn't they lie about them sending out some drones to sniff some nuclear shit?
We do have them. I mean, we do have drones that sniff that stuff out.
They got truck stops that sniff that shit out, bro.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
We've got airplanes that do it.
Were you here when I said the truck stop thing?
The truck, what?
No.
What I'll just reiterate real quickly. As a truck driver in the States, there's some way stations, that you have to go through, and they're so advanced they can sniff out chemicals before you even go into the way station.
Yeah.
No, but for y'all guys on the panel, I strongly advise you watch the movie from Tom Clancy, Some of All Fears.
Yeah.
Theoretically, God forbid that's what we're going to get to.
Is that the one that had Russell Crowe in it?
They have Ben Affleck in it.
Ben Affleck.
Yes, I have seen that movie. That is a very good movie.
Is Matt Damon in it too?
Is it Morgan Freeman in it too? Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Morgan Freeman and Ben Affleck.
Here's the thing, Stick. If the government doesn't give you every minute piece of information they've got, if they withhold any detail from you, to me, that's lying.
Well, I understand you're saying that's lying, but you have to realize, like I said before at the beginning of this podcast, there's something called tactical advantage. And it doesn't just mean boots on the ground or guns being fired. Sometimes tactical advantage relates to information. So if the government is doing something that is so important and so dangerous, yes, they're probably going to lie about it because they don't want to release their tactical advantage to other countries that might be watching.
The enemy. Yeah, they don't want the enemy to know.
Sure. Yeah. And I understand that, but that's not all that they've lied about.
They lie about everything, bro. Everything.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
They even lied to us
Thank
to win
God
the
I'm
Contras.
from Canada, where there's never been a lie in Canadian government ever.
So therefore,
I'm laughing at that.
So therefore, everybody on this panel and this chat has every right to question everything they do. Don't take them at their word 100% of the time. That's called blind faith.
How about the fact? Let's all agree on this. President Biden's not operating the country anymore, nor is the party. It's some other entity going on.
Agreed.
The guy poops himself on stage. Of course, he's not running the shit.
Biden.
Well, I mean, he is running shit down his leg, but I mean,
well, no, but literally, like you've seen, the government's not operating the country. Something else is going on here.
Yeah, it's Blinken, Pelosi, and Obama running the shit.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Oh, Paul Walker.
They're the puppets.
All these, so Benemis, Chowman, Yauman, Meowmix,
Chowman, Yauman.
I can't fucking pronounce his name. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name.
Benemis will be fine. Chowman, friggin' Yauman.
I can't fucking pronounce it, but he says all the shooters usually have some connection to military intelligence. I would agree and disagree. There's been a couple that I think are just patsies.
Yeah. No, here's something I will say. You guys ever follow Michael Francis?
Yes, Francisi, motherfucker.
Yeah, Francisi or Francis. Anyways, the guy literally said this, his best words, and I'll quote him. The American government is the mafia now.
Yeah.
It's deep state. That's all it is deep state. I mean, they've turned, another way to, I mean, they simply weaponized our own police system. I mean, they've weaponized our government.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
hey Jersey. I got another question, Jersey. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Or are you playing with your new little puppy that's cute as fuck and you don't have time for the panel?
No, I'm listening. I'm right here.
Okay, good. So, and by the way, your puppy's gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're from the States. You're from Jersey.
Are
You're
you
real close to
asking
New York.
Jersey to show you her puppies?
I mean, I would say the puppy dog.
I was just gonna ask, professionally, being from New Jersey, and I know you grew up there and you've been there lifelong. You're right beside New York. You know about Michael Francese or Francis, whichever one it was.
Yeah.
In your lifetime, watching the news and having your own experiences, the mafia used to be a big thing that was almost bigger than the government, and now it looks like the government is now bigger than mafia. What do you think?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Part of that was the RICO Act. The moment they installed RICO, most of the mob members died in prison. Literally, they just locked their lives up in prison and they died off.
No, she's right. That was a dumb bunk question. I shouldn't have asked that. Let me rephrase it. Jersey, in your experience, have you ever had any real life interactions with organized crime, going to the store, checking numbers, all those things? Have you ever met somebody from that lifestyle?
Once again, I'm not going to answer that question.
Don't you?
She doesn't have to say anything. I put it together.
You're not going to rape her in her, right? She's not.
Dude,
she's not freaking
just give it up. It's
bait.
fine.
Yeah.
No,
No
need.
need.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What's that? Take pleading the fifth. Right to remain silent.
Listen. I'm from. You know where I'm from.
That's how we know where you're from, is because you wouldn't even answer. And I appreciate you. Actually, now that I think about it, I appreciate you not answering those questions.
Actually, shit, that just reminded me. What was that movie I was looking at? The one with Denzel Washington. It was American Gangster Tale, I think it was.
I don't know.
It was back in the 80s. What was his name? It was a black gang member. I'm trying to remember his name, but he was selling heroin and making money off everybody off there in New York and New Jersey.
Oh,
yeah.
Jack
True
City
story movie.
New Jack City.
Oh,
Wesley Snipes.
Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas is the guy's name I'm talking about. Frank Lucas. But yeah, if you want to talk mafia, that's how bad it got in New York and New Jersey.
I'll tell you another conspiracy.
Crazy is. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to tell you another conspiracy theory since y'all brought up mafia. JFK assassination.
That wasn't the mafia, buddy. That was not the mafia.
Nope.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't
CIA or the mafia one.
No, it was only one shooter. I actually even looked at myself. It was only one shooter.
Who said that?
That was Patriot.
Patriot.
I saw the review footage. There's a guy literally breaking it down piece by piece. It was only one shooter.
Well, the footage is one thing, but half of the JFK assassination Freedom of Information Act stuff has been released. Mm-hmm. And the one shooter thing doesn't make sense because there were bullet holes all over the cement. What I've heard, and you can take this for what you will, what I've heard is there was up to 7 shooters.
No.
I don't believe that.
No.
Yeah, we had an incident in Australia at Port Arthur, and that was the same theory as well. Even though forensics, there's people always come up with conspiracies, and then some people take it right. I'm not saying it's true or not true. It's just that everyone always comes up with their own ideals and what they think the real story was. Like, look at the drone stuff that's going on. I mean, fucking hell, we're being invaded by aliens. We've got the freaking Russians coming over. All the rest of it.
The only thing that really fucked me up about the JFK assassination was on top of the Sabruder footage that we've all seen of his brains getting blown out, up and to the left, right? Back and to the left. They found and this has been documented. Like I said, half of this situation has been released to the public. And what they said was they found bullet marks in the cement and in other buildings, the sides of other buildings that were not there before this date. So that's why they're saying that this one shooter thing doesn't make sense. And a second part to that, and then I'll shut up, is the guy, what's the guy's name? I'm sorry, what's the guy's name? Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald.
He was in the military for a time. He was also a communist and this and that. But they're saying that there's no way that he could have gotten enough shots to account for all the bullet holes they found in the cement around where the car was. Like there was other bullet holes in cement, like after they did the whole investigation.
Yeah, it's mathematically impossible.
You see, they didn't talk about that until years later on the cement.
That's why they're saying that there might have been up to 7 different shooters shooting all at once.
No. There might have been one in the grassy knoll. Might have been, but that is it. Now, I grew up right there where JFK was shot, studied it, listened to all this shit my whole fucking life. And it's been studied. And Trump did say that he's going to release everything that there is. So I can't wait till this shit comes out.
Homegrown cowboy. Let me ask you this, buddy.
Oh, Trump's.
So you would agree that when JFK got shot, I would have, and tell me if I'm wrong, you would agree when he got shot, his head went back and to the left,
back forward. Yeah.
So if you were shooting from a book suppository 5 stories up, wouldn't your head go forward and to the left?
Well, you got to understand the top of his skull was knocked off his head.
Yep.
So there's no,
So right when the car got shot at, so this is the crazy thing. When the car got shot at in the JFK assassination, they were going by, and it's been documented in Dealey Plaza, there is a sewer drain right where the car slowed down. There's a sewer drain right there. And one of the theories, I'm not going to say conspiracy, but one of the theories is that somebody was in the sewer pointing upward, and that accounts for the head going back and to the left.
No,
I haven't heard that one.
No. What happened is he got shot in the head, and his body jolted in response, because it's like when you see a squirrel. If you see a squirrel get shot in the body, it reacts.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
I think they call it the mystery bullet or something like that. But.
So those shots came from a not a Browning, but I think it was a Savage.
No, that was an Italian surplus rifle. It was known as a what was it? It's from World War II. It's what the Italians were using.
It's a Carcano.
Carcano.
Right? So it's a Carcano rifle, and those rifles are equipped with a single bolt action mechanism. So it's shoot and then boom, 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 shoot, boom, 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 shoot. And those shots fired off faster than any human could rifle 3 rounds through the Carcano rifle. So who shot all the shots?
So has Trump said he's going to be releasing all this information or something when he's officially sworn in or something?
Yeah, you got Robert F.K. Jr. there, and he's going to be part of it. I think that's one of the reasons why he is there, to make sure that shit comes out, and let's end this shit for once and for all.
Well, from the things I had watched, Lyndon B. Johnson and George H.W. Bush was a part of it.
H.W. Bush was part of he was the CIA director at that time.
I was just going to say, in that time period, within a year or two, George H.W. Bush, the dad, did become CIA director. Yes.
That's why I have to believe it was either CIA or mafia.
If you want to talk mafia, I mean, I already dismissed this, but who was the biggest enemy that JFK was doing?
The Bay of Pigs.
Nope. Jimmy Hoffa.
What?
Jimmy Hoffa was connected with the mafia. He was literally being used by the mob, and the mob hated fucking JFK. He fucking hated him.
I know a little something about Jimmy Hoffa.
Tell us, Jersey.
No, but Jimmy Hoffa.
Okay, don't.
Jimmy Hoffa has connections with New Jersey.
Well, we already knew that, but what I'm saying, like when JFK got assassinated, from my looking into it, it was as a response to the Bay of Pigs incident with Castro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they said the Lee Harvey Oswald was a Castro supporter and all this, whatever.
Well, when he told Russia to back their subs and their nuclear weapons away from Cuba, that's what pretty much pissed off Russia. So Lee Harvey Oswald was apparently in cahoots with that deal.
Here's a weird fact that you guys might not know. Lee Harvey Oswald was a Castro supporter. He was an outspoken, like, you would call them Black Lives Matter protesters. That's basically what Lee Harvey Oswald was, as in regards to U.S. and Castro, whatever. But that being said, Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested from a movie theater, sitting in a movie theater. That's where they arrested him.
Hey,
not in the book depository. He was in a theater watching a movie.
Mm. What was that ship that United States built, and they said it was Howard Hughes's ship, and they used it to raise a Russian submarine?
Are you talking about the one that was off Hawaii? That blew up
it
itself?
was in the Pacific.
No, because there's one in Hawaii that blew up because they're trying to prevent a war with the Chinese and American government. Like, there were KGB agents that literally were infiltrated the actual sub, and the captain himself destroyed it up.
Well, listen, this is all fine and great, but MCF After Dark is in the back, and I'd like to know about the Jew tunnels. Come up here, please, sir.
Yeah, the link is pinned. The link is pinned. Come on up.
You talk about the curse, Cowboy?
No, the curse. No, the curse sank in the late 90s. No, the Russian submarine, it sank, and the government wanted to get that submarine, and they built a super big ass fucking ship that would go down there and pick that Russian submarine up. It was back in the 60s. It broke.
How are you going to pick up a submarine though? Those motherfuckers move on their own.
They have lifts. They have lift boats. They're called lift boats.
Yeah, but how would you wrangle that? How would you get that submarine to stop so you could put the boat over top of it and pick it up?
Cowboy, is it the K-129 Soviet sub? That one?
I think it may have been.
That's the one in 1968. It was off near Hawaii.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. No. Shout out MCF. I'm just fucking with you. All right, go ahead, boys. Sorry. I'm just fucking with MCF.
All right. Just hang on here. We got somebody in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello.
MCF.
Yeah, it's just me.
Hey. How are you there, Rick?
That's right.
Coming
Yeah,
through.
I can.
I'm broadcasting from the far side of the moon, and it's fucking cold.
See you on the dark side of the moon.
Yep. Yeah, it's a K-129 Soviet submarine. Let's see. Yeah, it was the one that literally was off coast Hawaii near China and Japan.
Yeah. Now that's supposedly that was the first nuclear sub, I believe, that was supposed to go around the world or whatever. It didn't make it, and it was believed that sub right there was supposed to make a hit on the United States. That was a conspiracy thing. But what was weird is the U.S. government spent, I don't know, the amount of money was insane back then. And they actually built the ship, and they went out there and they picked half of it up. And
that's where I'm running, brother, with all due respect, that's where I'm running into a brick wall. You're saying there's a ship that was able to pick up submarines, but these motherfuckers can move around. So how do you pick up something that big and nuclear that can run around fast? How do you float over it with a boat and then pick up a submarine?
It was sunk.
Yeah, it was not moving.
It was not moving.
Oh, okay.
It was destroyed.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Fair enough. I mean, what was that Russian sub that went crunch like off the coast of France or somewhere a couple of years back?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing just like imploded in like half a second and turned
When
into
these
basically a tin can. Yeah.
When these nuclear subs get fucked up and they sink and they're at the bottom of the ocean, we're still talking about nuclear ordnance that are sitting on the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about fallout. Yeah.
Even before that, what's the other sub that actually lost control? K-19. Remember that one? K-19.
Oh, they made a movie about that, didn't they?
Yeah, it literally the actual reactor leaked, and all the sailors on that thing actually got gas mask suits, and that didn't stop it. It actually killed them years later.
Oh no, a gas mask suit ain't going to stop radiation poisoning. No.
So there might very well be sunken submarines around the ocean that have nuclear bombs sitting in them right now.
That could be. But my point about bringing up that Russian sub was that they had the whole Americans fooled. They said that that ship was being built for Howard Hughes when it was actually the United States ship going over there to pick that up. Okay.
Oh,
and they told us the truth after it was all over with. Now, with all these conspiracies like JFK and everything else, why hide it now? What why can't they come out with it? I mean, most of the people are dead with the JFK thing.
Was just fixing to say there's every reason to now that all the key players are probably either deceased or
and these people that make up the conspiracy theories about the Twin Towers, man, that just makes me want to puke.
Same.
Can I just do a stick thing real quick?
Mm-hmm.
We've got a bunch of chicks that actually have real vaginas. Can we hear from them about this situation?
Fair enough.
Because it's a big fucking sausage fest right now, and I'm totally engaged with what we're talking about. We got chicks on stream. Let's fucking come on.
Well, real quick, homegrown. The fucked up thing is about this government is they will sacrifice people just to make a political point. Unfortunately, that's what I believe. Yes, people really do die in these events, which is the fucked up part. But they still lie about the details, and I still don't believe everything they told me about 9/11.
Yeah.
I never would have believed that the Las Vegas thing was true until I heard from my friend that his friend's girlfriend was killed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the government even tried to screw over its own government by saying Trump was in collusion with Russia. Remember that? The Steele dossier? The Steele dossier was one big fat fucking lie. And they told the media about that. And they sent it out. And the media just went along with it because they supported that party.
Can we get some of the fucking females up on this panel to give their opinions, for fuck's sake? I want to hear from some broads.
Well, actually, two of them are actually busy. They're stick. Jersey is the only one.
Yeah, right I'm enjoying listening to you guys talk.
Well, like then who's the closest one to a female from the rest of us then? Definitely not me.
What? Who left?
Lucky
I mean,
Strike.
listen, up and down, left and right, side to side. We can go down conspiracy
she'll be back.
theory alleys all night.
She just had to. I got the message. It's okay.
Hello,
What message?
No, she just. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, you're getting secret fucking messages behind
the scenes. Look at Wendy. God, Wendy.
No,
MCF. Good to see you there, MCF.
No, here's a crazy story I can tell you. I knew about this like a decade ago. I was looking into. Are you guys familiar with the country Poland?
Hang on here. I got to beep everyone. I got somebody else backstage.
Oh, great.
Hello. Hello.
Meow.
Meow. Okay, it must be a cat.
Alexis P. That's my avatar, Wendy. That's not me.
Okay, we're back. Continue the conversation there. Sorry, whoever I interrupted. I think it was Homegrown. Interrupted you.
No, but there was a incident that happened years back in 2010. There was a president of Poland, believe it or not. He was literally flying over to Russian territory in his plane. Well, the Russians claim there was an accident that happened. Well, the plane crashed. There were survivors. If you look at the footage that was at that time when the plane was in wreck, you can hear gunshots, and I'm betting they're Russian military.
I've often heard it theorized that there was people on Titanic that went down with the ship that was of rich descent, we should say, that was involved in the Federal Reserve.
What I will, I do know a lot about this Titanic thing, believe it or not. But before I say that, in regards to Titanic sinking, I would like to say hashtag FLC.
I'd like to say hashtag FLC as well.
Me too. I
Throw them up,
that.
baby. Throw them up.
So we've gained Alexis and we've lost Lucky.
Lucky will be back.
Yeah, she said something about walking her dog or something.
Yeah.
What's another?
Yeah, I just had to go feed my dogs. Otherwise, they're just going to keep annoying the crap out of me.
I remember the old conspiracy
Needy
of Princess
little
Diana.
bastards.
That like pissed me off, just going over my head.
Oh, don't get me started on the royal family.
Yeah, that drove me nuts. Just hearing that stupid conspiracy.
I don't want to get into that either because I have background info. Let's move on to something.
You're related to the royals. Oh my God.
I'll just say I don't like one of them. They're all evil to me.
The royals.
All I'll say is look up 1968. Look up it was either Kelowna or Kamloops, British Columbia. Residential school. Queen visits.
Okay.
She stole 10 kids. From residential schools. Look it up. Look it up. Stick doesn't talk shit. Look it up.
Like I said, I believe they're all pieces of shit.
Oh no, that's since we're bringing that up.
They're after that adrenochrome, baby.
How much you want to bet? All right. How much you want to bet there's going to be more light with PDD coming out?
That's a good question.
I mean, we already got, was it Abercrombie and Fitch was actually rated recently?
LeBron James. What's that broad? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, who is that that sings that? A while back. I don't know. Patriot, are you familiar with a woman named Wendy Webb?
It sounds familiar.
She used to do journalism.
Mm-hmm.
They started kind of silencing her off YouTube.
Okay.
She did a story on what was his name? Dude from That 70s Show. Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, it's in jail. Yeah.
Well, no,
Ashton
no, not him.
It was
Danny Madison.
Yeah, I know who he's talking about, but no, she brought up Ashton Kutcher specifically being used in the modeling agency by some, those types of people.
Do you want to hear a really fucked up real life thing about Ashton Kutcher? So when he started doing his thing, he started as a model, and then he started getting into the Hollywood thing and the acting thing. Ashton Kutcher ended up dating a chick who was killed by a serial killer, and Ashton Kutcher was the first person to show up and find her dead body.
Oh,
and nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it.
Well, did they catch whoever was doing the killing?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But you can look up Ashton Kutcher's girlfriend was killed by a serial killer, and Ashton Kutcher was the first person to find. He went to her house and she was dead. You can look it up.
Huh.
It's a
guys,
very, very unknown fact about Ashton Kutcher. And then he goes on to support this Danny Masterson fucking Scientology rape cunt. Like, fuck all those cunts.
Okay, yeah, I know who he's
talking about. Talking about that Danny Masterson crap.
Danny Masterson, yeah. Or Master, however the fuck you say his last name.
Yeah, he played the character Hyde.
Lucky's back.
Yeah, I don't keep heard about Danny Masterson, but I didn't really follow it.
Hollywood's so fucked up.
Look up that Ashton Kutcher shit, because Hollywood doesn't like to talk about it, but it's out there. Ashton Kutcher's girlfriend was murdered by a serial killer, and it's just look it up. Look it up.
Well, do you guys remember Poltergeist?
Yeah.
You remember the black-headed daughter that like disappeared for half the movie? She was killed by a fucking stalker fan. She's like, you remember American Werewolf in London? All right. She was the sister of the guy that was the undead ghost that came back to torment Jack as the werewolf. That was her big brother. Yeah.
Why am I getting so many notifications now? I'm getting personal notifications right now. Are we talking about some crazy shit?
Because you're
personal notifications. Has the OnlyFans taken off?
Yeah.
What is your notification saying?
It's not me.
I'm getting a fucking waterfall full of people talking about what we're talking about right now.
Well, I mean, Hollywood. The thing about it, Hollywood has always had a thing for doing this sick shit to people. I mean, go back to Brooke Shields when she was like 14 or 15, doing movies damn near nude.
Yeah, she was younger than that. Yeah, she was like 12, 13, 14. Yeah.
Some sick ass pedo shit going on in Hollywood.
Well, think about that Home Alone kid. Imagine.
Oh, Macaulay Culkin?
Yes. I mean, I can't imagine the shit he went through.
Well, here's the thing with Macaulay Culkin, another small, stupid ADHD thing I know a lot about. Macaulay Culkin never, ever said anything against Michael Jackson or the industry. His big beef was actually against his parents who were mistreating him.
They left him home alone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Ike doesn't consider that a Christmas movie, or is it Die Hard? It's Die Hard, I think.
It's Die Hard, yeah.
Die Hard is
Die Hard. Die Hard.
A fucking Christmas movie. It's got a Christmas tree in the movie. It's a fucking Christmas movie.
Clockwork says it is, so it is.
It was a Christmas party. That's what the whole reason they were there.
And every movie, Die Hard movie, was at Christmas. I mean, come on, you can't make this shit
I don't know about Die Hard with a Vengeance, the one with Sam Jackson. I don't know if that was at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was the exception.
But that's not the same.
If you're talking about canon content, and the nerds will know what I mean when I say canon. If you're talking about canon content, Bruce Willis went on like Saturday Night Live or something and said, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a Bruce Willis movie.
That was fucking hilarious.
Sad what happened to him, right? Got Alzheimer's, I think, or dementia.
Yeah, he's not going to be around much longer.
No.
Yeah, he's got some kind of brain. He took too many shots to the head like a football player, is what I'm thinking.
Can we do a poll? Hey, Oilers fans, you're running this ship, Mr. Captain. Can we put a fucking poll in the chat? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or is it not? One, if it is, if it's not.
Well, Hollywood says it's a Christmas movie, so I mean, are we supposed to believe them?
Hey, Jimbo's back.
Actually, vascular dementia doesn't come from that. Too many hits on the head.
Well, asking is Die Hard a Christmas movie? It's like asking if The Lost Boys is about vampires. Okay.
And then, what do you want for the?
I would like to know, sir,
Yes.
I know it might be an irrelevant question, but Stick would like to know, is Die Hard a Christmas movie or is it not?
So yes or no, basically. Plain
Yes, sir.
simple. Okay, I'm going to start the poll right now then.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Poll is started.
Agreed, Patriot.
Well, I mean, we were talking about Hollywood conspiracies and the people fucking running around fucking people up. Look what happened to Corey Haim.
Yeah.
I mean, just
and there was some sick shit to come out with Charlie Sheen too.
Yep.
Why do you keep bringing up a bunch of shit that I dived into and know a bunch about?
Wow.
You are the fountain of knowledge, my friend.
Dang.
You want to
Charlie
talk
Sheen's
about
got some.
You're not liking this poll there. You should not have started this, Stick.
Charlie Sheen's got some skeletons in his closet. Let's just say.
His brother is Emilio Estevez. That's Charlie Sheen's brother.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he got.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Another mother. His half brother. Yep.
So
yes, sir.
So yeah.
Interesting.
I thought Estevez was all their last names in real life.
No.
Estevez is. Estevez is the real name. Sheen is the fake name.
Sheen, Charlie took his dad's name just so he could be famous.
Okay, people, there's a poll. If you have not voted, vote. Go over there and vote. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
I voted no.
How'd you vote?
You just
I voted yes.
Wow.
A Christmas song.
I can't vote because I am the panel.
Well, is Trading Places a Christmas movie?
Shit, I voted.
How did you vote, Stick?
Well, it's a Christmas movie and it's a New Year's movie.
Oh, you won't be able to vote because I've already voted anyway. I don't know.
Jersey, I voted no. I don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
No, I'm saying since you're in the, I don't see the poll. How did you get the vote?
You have to go to Oilers Fans channel.
Oh,
you got to go.
Lucky.
You have to go
okay.
to the YouTube channel, not StreamYard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too,
Awesome.
Stick. I dug
about Charlie.
I dug down a lot of these rabbit holes years ago.
Are we gonna get into this fucking? I hate to fucking be a loudmouth like I usually am, but are we gonna get into this Corey Feldman, Corey Haim shit?
No.
That's a whole fucking spiderweb shit show rabbit hole. Yeah. It's some fucking weird ass shit.
And it's still going on right now with Corey Feldman. It's going on right now.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
What are you talking about with
Hey, Lucky is back.
Lucky's back.
How long do we have to wait until the results of the poll, sir?
Let me know when you want me to end the damn thing.
You decide. It's your fucking stream.
Yeah. Sure.
How many movies?
Well, we got 7 minutes. How about that?
Somebody said no back to drones.
Sheen, does he still have HIV or AIDS or whatever?
Who? Sheen?
Yes.
As far as I know, yeah.
He's like Magic Johnson. He's gonna be alive.
He's always winning.
Yeah. He's by winning.
He's got Tiger
by
blood.
winning.
Yeah.
Ramil, how come I haven't heard Ramil's voice for God knows how long? Ramil, I love
because I had a minor thing that I had to run and do, and I couldn't avoid it. I was trying to say bye, but you were talking about something specific, and I didn't want to interrupt you, so I just dipped out for a minute, and then I came back.
I'm just saying I want to hear more from Ramil.
What? What do you want to hear? Yes. Yes, Daddy. What do you want? What do you want me to say?
Spotlight's on you.
Oh God.
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to hear something from me, but what do you want to hear?
Everybody thinks this live stream thing is so fucking easy to do, but I respect Ramil quite a bit, and I'm asking Ramil to give us the next bit of content, baby. Let's go.
An X bit of content? Like what?
Next bit. Oh, maybe X-rated content. X content.
Hey, look,
we're
all right, before we move on, before we move on from the Hollywood shit, how many other movies were both Corey Haim and Corey Feldman in other than Lost Boys? It was a couple.
By the way, Lost Boys, amazing movie.
Stand By Me.
Were they in Goonies?
Ooh.
Was Stand By Me one of them?
I just don't know it.
We're going to go for 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to close the poll. 5 more minutes. Have you not voted? 5 minutes, folks.
Something
Oilers
about
fan.
driving license or something like that.
Yes, stick.
Mercedes.
Can we? Is it possible
Oh, yeah.
to say Little Sister by
License to Drive.
the Little Sister song from?
That's Lost Boys. Yeah, that's Lost Boys. Cry,
Lost Boys.
sister. Yeah.
Can we play that, like 27 seconds of it?
What's it called?
Brilliant song. Cry Little Sister.
Apparently they're in a movie together called Dream a Little Dream.
24.
They're also in Dream a Little Dream.
Dream a
It's
Little
a
Dream.
fucking
That's
good
what I was
song, bro. It's such a good song.
Is it by Gerald McMahon?
I don't know.
No, let me look real fast for you.
Cry Little Sister, Lost Boys soundtrack.
Harold McMahon.
Ain't that Eddie Rabbit or Eddie?
No, if you hadn't asked me, I could have told
Gerald
you.
McMahon.
Eddie Money.
Just put in Cry Little Sister, Lost Boys.
Okay, I got it.
I got it.
There you go.
Oh, Lucky Strike decided to grace us with their presence again. What's up?
Was you on panel with us the other night on Charbatty's poker stream, DJ Election? Oh, okay, yeah. Talking about ghosts and stuff.
Our first tryout start at we're starting to, get the
Carol wants
rhythm.
us to get back to these trains.
Yeah, hell yeah. That was a good talk. I enjoyed that.
Just play 27 seconds of that banger song. Don't go past 27 seconds or you'll get
27 seconds, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Set your watch, Oilers. Set your watch, Oilers. 27 seconds exactly.
Just 27 seconds of it?
Just 27.
Well, I mean, if you can find the lyric video.
I mean, you can play 28. I mean, it's okay.
That's a remix.
No, it's got to be 27. 27.
Okay, 25 then. How about that?
27.
That's a remix.
Oh, this is the remix?
Yeah, that's a remix. Yeah, that's not the original.
Unprofessional bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's why I put it into the chat.
What does Remy got? I got.
Who put him in charge? Jeez.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
I did share it. How come it's not? I did say share this.
Bullshit.
Okay, you guys. Okay, give me time. Hang on here. Okay. I think this is the one there that.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes. Fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Only 27 seconds though.
Yeah.
That's Lou Graham, Roger Daltrey.
Yeah, get into like the 1 minute mark.
Oh, 1 minute mark?
Yeah, get about in there somewhere. Maybe 45 seconds.
It is Gerald McMahon.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Where the blood and gut.
Turn it up, motherfuckers, up and down, left and right, side, fucking live stream, baby.
Wait, Roger Daltrey did a song on there?
Okay, that's 27 seconds.
Yeah. Great song.
Roger Daltrey is the singer for The Who. I didn't know he did a damn song on there.
Listen, he gave us a little teaser. Everybody in chat and everybody
Thank you,
on chat,
Oilers.
go look up that
welcome.
song. You're gonna love it. Cry Little Sister by
Okay,
whoever that.
I'm ending the poll in 1 minute, and I'm going to give a 15-minute before I'm going to close this stream down there. 15-minute warning. 15-minute before we're going to hang on here. Okay.
So who's next? Banshee? Banshee's going live.
Warning.
15
I
minutes.
need,
No.
I need
15 minutes.
25.
37.
Hang on here.
I
What's
thought
that?
I saw Traveling Fools was live. I don't know if he's still live.
No, he's not. I don't know.
And G2K was live.
No, they're gone.
subscribe to Traveling Fools. Hold on.
No, G2K still up.
G2K still up. Yeah.
G2K.
G2K still up.
All right, get your votes in there, people. Wow, like
Hey.
lots of people voting. Like,
Hey,
come on.
Wendy.
Okay,
what happened?
The poll is now officially. So is Die Hard Chris? No, 68%. Yes, 31%.
What?
25 votes.
Wow.
Sons of biscuits.
Hey, Wendy, Southern Song, you won't go live. You won't.
I mean, listen, I asked you to do that poll specifically, and Oilers fans, I love you to death, but when we're talking about polls, especially when it's as important as Die Hard, you need to know one thing, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one thing you need to know
is that 68% of y'all thought it's not a Christmas movie, and you're all right.
Well, I would have voted because I would have voted for a yes that it is a
Blah,
Christmas
fucking
movie.
blah.
But I can't vote.
Jersey just wrecked what I was doing because she knew where I was going with that. Now,
Jersey knows you inside out and around and
side to side, diagonal on diagonal, bitches.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Wow, Wendy. Wow.
And I know Stick too because he does that a lot. And he does a stick bomb and then he takes off.
If Jersey could stand on her porch and watch some drones real quick, what I was saying was, as far as the poll is concerned, Stick fucking rules, baby.
You called it on this one. I'll give you that.
He left. He left.
Stick bombed us.
No.
He just stick bombed us.
Son of a biscuit.
Stick.
That's it. Get your butt back up here, mister.
What the fuck's going on?
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, we're fixing to start rotting.
After Stick rules, Jersey rules.
We're fixing to start.
And
we're
Jersey left.
We're fixing to start throwing candy, Oilers.
Was that no? I'm not gonna throw candy.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I got those hard candies too. Peppermint.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh man.
Why does that sound
Well,
weird?
I suppose that I will be the next to pop off here. It was a pleasure chilling and hanging out with all of you.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you,
Awesome.
man.
I'll see you all around elsewhere on the YouTubes.
Catch later, Emil.
Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up there on the way out there, and hit the subscribe if you haven't.
Can do. All right. Mwah. Bye, y'all.
All right, brother.
Good scene. We still got about
There you go. It was a spontaneous, unexpected stream with a literally a split-second decision.
Wow.
And it's
We
been
still got like 13 minutes or so, like we're not done yet.
Let me
folks.
see. Is G2K still going?
Still got some time left.
Yeah, G2K.
Well, yeah, it was awesome. What did you think of it there, Lucky? Did you like it? Like the stream?
She frozen?
I think she's frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, she froze.
She said, "Let it go, let it go,
"Let it go,
let it go."
Well,
No, you
Kenny,
watch. We're gonna get a copyright. Gonna get copyright strike there for us singing.
I met her the other night on Charbaddy's stream.
Yeah. Yeah, she just froze. Yes.
Okay, puppy.
Oh, she's
I'll see you
winning the
next time, puppy.
Longest ever non-blinking competition.
Are you Outlaw? Are you staying for a bit? Or are you going? Or?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't know. Everybody dipped. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. What's going on here?
Well, I just gave a 15-minute warning. That's all.
I know, Scruffy.
Yep.
I don't get it either.
Yep. So they were all out of here.
I'm like, well, fuck you then. I'm out.
See, and that's how you end the stream, people. You
Uh,
freaking give everyone a bit of a warning.
Yes. We still had like 11 minutes.
I mean, I could go live if you want me to. If
Did
nobody-
you want to go live?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do some boring trivia shit. So, I mean,
Some boring true. Hey, listen, that's not what we did. We were talking about the UAP's News and Views.
Well, I know what those drones are flying. I've seen them before.
I got to have a shower and make some dinner. It's 6 o'clock in the evening here.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, it's 3 o'clock in the AM here.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah.
Wow.
But I woke up like 2 hours ago, so I'm good to go. I've only had 2 beers.
You're recharged. You're recharged and ready to go there, right, Rex?
I just might need a couple more beers and another bowl.
Oh, I'm not very recharged. I've been up since
isn't MCF going
5:30,
live?
5:30.
Yeah, at 5:30 in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, oh God.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
MCF After Dark there because he's working, right? What is he doing working so late?
Well,
he works at home.
I've worked the night shift. It's not fucking fun, but some people got to do it.
Oh. Wow.
He works at home, people.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Building
So
cabinets?
it's actually 2.5 hours. It says 2 hours, but it's 2.5 hours till he goes live.
Okay.
That's at 8:30 at night of my time.
Oh wow! Holy mackerel!
Which, while 8:30 at night doesn't sound that late, I've been up
But it is, though. It really is.
Oh no, not normally. But yeah, I've been up since really early. I've been outside in the yard all morning, or for definitely half the day.
Stick loses tonight. No, you don't lose, Stick. Come on, get back up here. Get your ass back up here, Stick. We still got 9 minutes to go, for God's sakes. Yes.
Damn it, Stick. SSG said beast mode.
Hey, there's Ty. Yes, Ty.
What's up, Ty?
The Ty Spork.
My Ty.
My
Ty. Come on up if you want. The link is pinned. We still got about 9 minutes, though. Got 9 minutes. Just letting you know.
9 minutes? I just hit the 5 minutes. I was making it so it rounded off to 3 hours. That
yeah, you got 4 minutes.
Plan.
Yeah. 30 seconds.
And 45 seconds.
Yeah. I like nice round numbers, too. They're easier to work with.
Yeah, I guess.
MCF.
MCF playing music.
Oh, he's watching for the UAPs and the UFOs now. MCF after that there. He's at the window probably looking for them. No, he's celebrating because his Cowboys won. That's what he's doing. He's celebrating because the Cowboys won. That's what he's doing.
Oh, I think I'll be having an early night. I think I finally got my body clock back to a routine again where I can wake up early in the morning. I used to wake up anywhere between 5 o'clock and 6:30 in the morning all the time. Sort of like farm hours. My time. Yeah, so it's good to get a bit of a decent sleeping pattern back. I mean, if we hadn't been talking backstage to you, James, and Stick there earlier on, I probably would have gone for a grandma nap. So, that's Stick's fault as well.
Grandma nap? What the heck are we talking about? And here, let me get my
granny nap.
So, like one of these?
Just a quick little nap in there.
Hello,
you look like a librarian
Grandma.
or a freaking someone that works.
Okay, I worked at a library and I didn't and I absolutely hated it. Hated it.
Do you say laboratory or is it a laboratory? Laboratory or laboratory?
You were Igor.
Not a
look, Oilers fan was Igor in the fucking laboratory. He worked for Dr. Frankenstein, goddamn it.
Labrador.
Oh my.
Oh, Jiminy crickets.
Oh God. What are we?
Well, it's been good. I don't know. I think you might have to think about making this a regular thing there, Oilers.
Yes. Librarians are just sexy. What does Stick say?
Sexually frustrated babes.
What? We could fix them. We can fix them. We have the technology. Sticks in chat. He can come back up. We got like 5 minutes to go there.
The $6 million librarian.
There's actually only 2 minutes. If we're keeping it to a nice round 3 hours, it's like 1 minute and 45 seconds.
No, we got less than that. I don't know. I got.
Well, that's right. Now it's 1 minute and 35.
No,
I don't know.
No,
it's less than 2 minutes.
No. I said 15-minute warning, and the 15-minute warning, and we're got 5 minutes to go. Plain and simple. We don't need no exact numbers there, Wendy. Plain and simple.
You got to train the multitude. I started the warnings at 15 minutes to go for the 3 hours. I don't know. I'm getting tired and
I didn't get it out until about a few minutes afterwards there, so it's fine. It's okay. People enjoyed it. It was a good stream. A boot, yeah, a boot. Yeah. What a boot it.
You and your goddamn boots, man. What the fuck?
Well, we're Canadian. What do you expect, eh?
Oh,
huh?
Fair enough.
We're gonna be your 51st state, by the way. A boot. Remy, not a boob. A boob. What, he caught you the attention there?
Boob. Not just
what?
Hang a boot.
I don't know, Remy. Did you have like? Did you Captain Morgan and rum or something like that, Remy? A boob. What did you hear? I said a boot.
A boot.
A boot.
Like a shoe. A boot.
Yeah, that's right. The one you kick off. A boot. That's right. Ty Spork got it. Ty Spork.
A boot. Yeah. About a boot.
Captain, yes, sir.
All
right. So anything going on there, Outlaw?
I don't know. Probably Friday. Do another cooking stream.
Is there wrestling this week?
Yeah, actually, I think there is.
Okay. All right.
Yep, Thursday, I believe.
SWF.
Yeah, always Thursdays.
Well, not every Thursday. They do it, I think, every second Thursday or third Thursday or whatever.
We skip every other week, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Rex, what about for you? Anything going on this week for you?
No, not really.
No? Nothing?
No. Work. That's about
Just
it.
Work. Play.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing my dad told me as I was leaving to join the Army, he said, work hard and play hard, son. That has stayed with me all these years.
Interesting. LW says before accepted as 54, you all need to pronounce about and sorry correctly. About and sorry. I'm so sorry.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
Oh, hang on. Here. Okay, he's back. Stick is back. That's the biggest burr.
Well, hell.
Oh my goodness.
This guy.
Is that Stick or is that?
Yeah, listen at this guy.
Stick.
Like we're into the nerve.
Listen at this guy.
Okay. Well, we got like less than a minute before we're gonna. Anything else? Anybody else want to say anything? How about Banshee? You got anything going on?
No.
Anything?
I'm like water. I just go with the flow.
Okay.
Like water. Yeah. Where are we going?
So was that stick that just booped in the
Yes,
background there and then left
that's right. He
again?
burped and then he did he did ASMR burp pouring. He called it a burp pouring.
Wow.
Wow.
A little
Okay.
bit.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna just if you want to hang in the back there, just hang tight. I'm just gonna go and do my little speech. Hello, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining. Hopefully, you learned lots about UAP's news and and stuff. Thank you so much. Make sure that you do hit the like button, and you do hit the subscribe. We will be doing more of this stuff down the road. Have a great rest of your day, and take care. And thank you guys so much for for coming. Bye for now.